What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
Let's go, bro.
Come on, man. It's a Victory Monday, baby. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice. The squad won on the road, beat the Brownies. So it's a great day, man. You got your, shout out to the Vibrant, the pins. Ooh, classic OG status. I'm digging it, man. So can't complain at all, man. Can't complain at all.
No, this is a great day. We're 4-3. I think right now, if the season ended, we're the 6th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Love where we're at. I like the momentum.
Yeah.
I like how the team looked yesterday. It was a gritty win, like you said, on the road.
Hey,
division
on the
rivals,
road, man. Find a way, baby.
No kicker, even too. Even makes the
Find a
win a
way.
little bit more impressive. So yeah, I'm in a really good mood right now.
Hey, you can't
Sun
never go wrong
shining
like
too
that,
today.
man.
It's pretty good weather.
A little chilly though.
Halloween was pretty solid yesterday.
Halloween was dope.
Nothing
actually.
too crazy, a little low key. But yeah, I'm in a good mood.
It was a vibe, man.
Yeah.
So it's a great day. It's a great day. This what it needs to be. We need more wins. And right now, this is what, 3 in a row right now, man. You see the beard still in full effect as well. I did get the green light. I had to talk to my higher ups with the team because I had to record it. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, try to joke a little bit about it. It was like, nah, we like that. That'll work. I was like, all right, bet.
What about the hair?
Well, I had to brush the hair down, so it was
Okay.
good. We were good, you know.
You're keeping it going though?
Yeah. But so far, so good, man. I'm gonna keep riding that thing, man.
Okay.
I'm digging it low key. Now, I get mixed reviews in the household, but as a whole, I'm digging it.
Nice.
You know.
Well, we starting this off with some
I feel like we
shout outs
supposed
here.
to, right?
Where
we
people
can't
are
start a
tuning in
Victory
from.
Monday.
I know
without-
everyone else has to be amped too.
Come on, man. We can't be the only ones that's hyped. Cause I'm pretty hyped. Are
There's
you
no
hyped?
way.
I even threw on my like old school legendary like Steelers hoodie. You know what I mean? Like back when the team was on with legendary. They ain't even on with it anymore. I was like, yo, I'm just hyped today. You
Got
know
the
what I mean?
draft day hat
Come
too.
on now, bro. It's just one of them vibes today, man. So
Jay Quest is so pumped. He says, I'm buying me a Najee jersey ASAP.
let's go. Let's go. So yeah, man, let us know where you are tuning in from, man, and we will get the shout outs rolling.
The
Hey.
one dude, I recognize his logo. I think
Uh-huh.
it's usually Vage Wolf. He changed his name. He says, I am Pat Fryermuth now. People are amped up, dude.
Hey, Pat, man, what's going on, man? Project Pat, aka Moose. And how he did his name, man. I was very, very happy to see that once again. So yeah, man.
You want to start off?
All right,
I got a
let's-
few here.
Looks like I'll start it off then, man.
Go for it.
All right, we got T. Ken tuning in from Dallas, Texas. Says, love the win yesterday. Absolutely. Matrix Prodigy, the 204, Winnipeg, Manitoba. He says, let's get it. And you can't forget Nick White tuning in from the 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And they got the homie Rich Rasmussen tuning in from South Dakota to 605. Where you at on your end?
Jay Quest. He's saying he's from Puerto Rico.
Puerto
787.
Rico.
Let's go. Jacob
Let's
Malacio.
go.
I think this is a streak going right here.
It
I
is,
think
bro.
he's been shout out on probably the last, 5 or 6 shows right now.
Gotta keep it rolling,
919
man.
NC in the house as always. Stefan Bale says, loving
That's
that
a new
Pens
one,
jersey.
huh?
Deke.
Okay.
Kind of looking like my Blues. This dude must be from St. Louis, I guess.
Okay.
St. Louis
Yeah, I
Blues.
did think
This-
it was initially when you walked in.
This does look like a
Yeah.
Blues jersey. I didn't really realize that.
But it was way harder, though.
oh,
way
yeah.
hard.
I agree.
And I love the fact the starter. Oh, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
It's clean. You guys nostalgia, bro.
it really is. Jonathan Norman, 310 Malibu.
Shout out to the 310.
Donnie,
Malibu who?
714 Westminster, California. Here we go,
Like it.
Steelers.
Okay. We also got Stefan Bell tuning in from the super chat side of it, the 314 St. Louis. He says, loving that jersey, Deke.
Thank you.
And let's go UW. Also tuning in on the super chat says, tuning in with Miles Garrett on Danmore Island. Oh, wait. Gosh, let's go, man. Let's go. You love to see it, man. You love to see it.
That may be a stretch, but you know what? Valiant effort, honestly, though.
He did what he needed to do.
Still, yeah.
Did what he needed to do. We're gonna highlight him, and we'll talk about the O-line, especially as we start talking about our recap of the game and stuff like that. But 100%, man, Danmore Island. Let's go. We also got Chandler the P says Queens, New York in the house. What up, Deke and Moats? Shout out to you, big fella. Then also Xavier Cunningham, the big 704, Charlotte in the house. Lee Kratrovilli or Kratcho Lee Kratrovi. I think I'll say it that way. I didn't know if those was 2 I's, L's, or L-I-I-L. It's just a little, at the end of it, how you say it,
Right.
But either way, Lee, tuning in from Warren, Ohio. Shout out to Warren, Ohio. And then we also got Kitakami Tuning in from the 937 in Dayton, Ohio. Says enemy territory. Not sure how I can survive breathing all this toxic air. I feel you on that, man. You better mask up out there. Don't want that brownie falling in your mouth.
Tastes like shit, right? DeLorean Waters. He piggybacks off the Ohio comment here. He says, being a Steeler fan in Ohio is so sweet on these weekends.
Yeah.
He's feeling good.
Absolutely.
Steelers girl. She's got a couple dubs from this last weekend from Lansing, Michigan. The 517, like I said last week, go green, go white. So Michigan State fan. And also go Steelers, of course.
I like it.
Bart Basquiato.
Shout out to Bart.
He's got to be on something. Shrooms, who knows?
He is our resident shroomy.
805, Thousand Oaks, California. He says he's back.
Hey, we're glad you're back. We missed you.
Ronnie Coach, 570, Northeastern Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And then Raymond Kane says 319 in here. Big win yesterday.
Kane? I thought it was Raisin Kane for a second, man. You got me hungry over here.
I got to throw in Trina Still Diva, too.
Hey,
checking in from Stone Mountain,
Georgia. Can she at least
Georgia.
get some love, please?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Trina get a little love?
I mean, she's throwing in another one, too. She's saying Honolulu, Hawaii.
Whoa, what?
She goes Stone Mountain, Georgia, Trenton, New Jersey, and then now she's throwing in Hawaii.
She got
3
all
places.
the hoods. Like, I need to
That's
know how this
too
works,
much.
man. Yeah.
We could accept 2. 3's a little too much.
Yeah. You can't be Jersey and Georgia. Now you're on Hawaii? Unless you recently relocated to Hawaii. Now, if you did that, that is a little bit different.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe you're on vacation there right now, which
you never know, right?
Shout out to you. Congratulations.
Hey,
that sounds pretty good.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you are, next time you need to invite us so we can join you. You know, we'll just live broadcast right from where you're at in Hawaii. Serious, man.
The Brobarian, 757 Chesapeake.
Come on now, home team, Carib.
Damian McElhaney, 573 Southeast Missouri.
I like that.
We're all over the map here. You want me to read off any more here?
Yeah, get a couple more. You got a couple more in your system. Yeah.
Mr. Jashim, 585 Rochester in the building.
Let's go.
SJG 103, the 973 New Jersey.
Let's go.
Jacob Malaysia has been keeping track. I'm reading his comment right now. He says 7 straight shows. We've given him the shout out.
Hey, well, we're going to keep this thing. As long as we keep winning, you're going to keep getting your shout out straight like that. In the same way, you see this beard, how thick we growing. Ebron ain't dropping pass just yet. So we're going to keep that going.
I don't know if he's seeing the field again.
Hey, it don't matter. He won't drop a pass.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm going to grow it out forever. So
exactly.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm down.
That's a good thing.
I'm down. I'm totally down. And the fact that both of the tight ends that we've had on, we talked to Pat first before anyone knew the nickname. He told us exclusively. So you come on the show, you ball out. Who else had catches yesterday from that tight end room? Zach Gentry. So I'm saying he won't get in catches before he came on the show. All right. So just tell a friend to tell a friend. If you want your favorite Steelers to ball out, just bring them onto the show. That's simple, man. But y'all got to start requesting. Y'all got to be like in they DMs and tweeting them, and you know what I mean. So we ain't got to do all that work. Y'all got to hey, look, man. You want to ball out? Come on the show. You see Alex Highsmith? Another one. Balling out. Let's go, man.
Oh, yeah.
Cam Hayward been on the show 2 years ago. He been all pro. I saw him throwing it out there, man.
Is TJ the outlier?
Well, no, because me and TJ shared the locker room together. So
okay, that counts.
You know what I mean?
We could get him on at any time.
Absolutely. He was the baby. He was the baby right there, man.
We don't want to press him too much here.
He's got a lot of fish to fry right now. That's all I'm saying, man. All right. Come on the show, man. It's the truth, bro. It's the truth, man. Anywho, we get it rolling, though. We got Jonah Spinaglu. I think I say that. Spinagle. Or, no, Jonah Spinagle. So it's shout out from Germany. And he says it's plus 49. So I'm assuming that might be time-wise, maybe. So what time is it in Germany? Here we go. Germany. What time we got, Deke? What time we got? He gonna get it within an hour. Bet.
It will be.
He gonna get it within an hour.
Ah, man.
Come on, baby. Come on.
It's probably 10:30, like 10:39.
PM or AM?
PM.
PM. All right. Moment of truth. Here we go.
9:40.
Bro.
Damn it, man.
Within the hour.
You know what it was? I guess London time.
Let's go, man.
I thought Germany was more over to the right, so I thought they would be.
Dude, you're a monster, man.
An increase of an hour.
You're a monster. I couldn't do that if you put money on it right now, man. I'd have been like 10 hours off, man.
No, you know what? Yeah, I guess Germany's right there. It's close to like England and the UK.
Or is that East Coast Germany versus West Coast Germany? That's another part, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if you just type in American time, they're going to give you New York. But what if we in the West Coast? You know what I mean? Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So you know what you still right if we grade on the curve.
Maybe. You said I got it within an hour.
Oh, I knew you was going to get it within an hour.
I just added 5 hours, though. You shouldn't give me too much credit.
Hey, nah, man. You good,
I
bro.
know the London time is just plus 5 hours.
Hey, easier said than done.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Easier said than done.
I guess I got to remember that. True.
Yeah. All right. So let's see, man. Do we have any other? we'll hop into a couple of these supers and
that works for me.
Rolling.
That works for me.
Man.
Yeah, because we could be doing the shout outs probably all day.
Absolutely. Easily, right? Easily. All right. So the first one, though, is from Jerry, 3260. And I think this is for you. He says, is Deke doing NNN? I am not sure what that is.
I don't know what that is.
You sure?
I have no clue.
It looked like he knows, like he's specific about you doing NNN. What is NNN?
I could look it up. I don't know if I want to look it up.
I don't know. It's three.
Should someone tell me in the chat?
Oh, I got it now. All right. Thanks, Joel Hernandez. We appreciate that. I hope Deke is not participating in it's gonna make for a very high tense work environment. I don't need him tensed up like that. I need him to be able to relieve himself in said stress because it's a high stress industry that we are working in, right? We gotta follow the team and research and interact with different personalities, the trolls, the real fans, the fake fans. That's a lot to deal with.
What is November 1st?
You know, and it's November, so he got a whole 30 days. Oh Lord, no. Heck to the no. Can't have that, baby. No.
What if I didn't even make it past today?
Shout out there, man.
No, this was not on my radar.
Yeah.
Someone's saying no shave November though. Maybe that's what he's.
But that's why the third in instead of shave, just take.
Yeah.
Yeah. You catch the drift now.
Yeah. There's only two N's in no shave November. It'd be NSN.
Yeah. So this is a no something else November. You know, if this is what happens when you don't manscape though. That's what I do here. You know, if you want to participate in the triple N version of no cut November, just take out the cut and put an N in there. Or take out the C, put an N in there. Then you know. But when you manscape, you don't have to deal with those issues.
So here's the other thing, though.
Yeah.
I said I was calling my shot with this whole beard, Steelers momentum, wins and stuff. So I said the next 3 games. Well, this would be actually a 5-game winning streak.
Don't you commit to that now? Don't you commit?
Well, hear me out, because we started with the Broncos. I haven't shaved my beard since the Broncos.
Oh, I know where you was going. Where I didn't know if you were talking about the other part, the triple N part. Okay.
No. So I started my beard with the Broncos. I don't think it's been a coincidence. You know, we went 11-0 with this beard last year. But
you see mine?
Right, exactly. Too.
Bro. I'm locked in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think I just went too long last year. I want to have a cutoff point. So I called the next 3 games, starting with the Browns.
Yeah.
So we're 4-3 now. The next one was the Bears, and the next one was the Lions. I said we're keeping the beard for that. Yeah. And then I'm going to shave it for I think it's the LA game, right?
LA, yeah.
LA game, and I'm going to have the stash. The reason I bring that up is because there's no shave November.
Mm-hmm. And there's clearly no
right.
extracurricular November as well.
Right,
you know?
There's that.
Yeah.
But there's also Movember, right? For the mustache.
Yeah.
Can I do both? Because that's what I'm calling my shot with that. I'm calling my shot like Babe Ruth here. I'm saying the beard's getting us the wins to 6-3, and then I'm shaving it. I'm going stash for LA vibes, stash, cower power, whatever you want to say is going to carry us the rest of the season. So I guess there's Movember too, no shave November. I don't know.
Now I needed to just know the rules on my beard, okay?
Okay.
Because I feel like whichever way you go, you're going to be good. But for me, I needed just to know the ramifications. I know it's no shave, and I know I'm growing it out, but can I line it up?
Oh yeah,
I can get a line.
I did that once or twice last year, like just under my neck. I haven't even done. Like this is bad right now. But
for me, it's the mustache part, right? I feel it growing past the breaking point, so it's like on my lip.
Yeah, I've done that with the stash too. I should probably do that as well. That's actually a good reminder.
As long as
me.
at least I could do that, I can call my barber and we'll be good to go. I just wasn't sure what the official rules
that's
were.
fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
So we're good then.
Yeah, because sometimes it gets ridiculous.
Definitely, I line it up.
I'm with you on that.
Okay, because right now it's weird. I'm in the house and wifey's like, "Why are you drinking out of a straw instead of the cup?" And I'm like, "Because everything is in my beard. It just right there in the mustache, and I'm not a fan of."
Right,
but I'm working on it.
No, I get what you're saying.
Some workarounds.
Well, no, that was not on my radar for
shout
November.
out to Jerry 3260. I'm glad that we are not participating in that. Yeah. Jerry, are you participating in? That's the real question. Shoot, don't put it on us. Are you going to participate in Triple N? Huh? Are you going to have a nice dry November? Huh? You going to keep it all to yourself? That's what you're telling us? Oh, all right. Jeez.
Am I caught up on this? I have Rich Rasmussen as my next one.
Yeah, you're good.
Is that the next chat?
I mean, it's not, but we good.
Okay.
I bounced around a little bit, so I'm gonna just hit this one right here, and then you'll be back on track. So this one is from the Analyzer. The Analyzer says, "Yes, sir. Great win. Let's keep stacking them. 100%, baby. We gotta keep stacking them. And it's looking like we got everything lining up for us to go on a little bit of a run here as well, man. So we will definitely keep that going, man.
Rich Rasmussen, then? Mm-hmm. I'm good. Oh, man. This shares a similar sentiment that I was talking about earlier. Gentry looked great and reliable in the passing game. Mm-hmm. Needs to be the new number 2. Opens up the RPO. Mm-hmm. I'm sold. I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Definitely talk about that, man. That's one of the main topics I had coming up when we get to this game recap. 100%, man.
The Matthew 415. Mm-hmm. What do you think about Von Miller to L.A.?
Love it for Von. In terms of what LA gave up, they said it wasn't first round picks, but it was definitely 2 picks. So it'll be interesting.
It's not clear yet.
Yeah, they just didn't.
It's waiting.
Like, I haven't saw what the particulars of it was, but I mean, for Von, you're gonna go to a place where now you don't have to be the man. And I think for Von at this stage, because I personally feel that
he started off hot this year.
Well,
but you saw what he did against us.
This is my thing, though. The numbers said hot, but the film did not. The film says, to me, he still doesn't look like the old Von in terms of his burst. I still think he's playing well, but it's just not that scary off the edge like that. And it's a difference when you're asking him to be the main guy, which he was having to be in Denver with Chubb being out. Whereas now he's going to go to LA where you got Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's the guy that commands all the attention. So that means for Von, he's going to have favorable matchups, one-on-one matchups. And I think for him, that is going to help him out way more than when he was in Denver and trying to still be that guy, because when you watch him on tape, I just don't think that he's fully recovered. And it's understandable. I mean, he is a little bit older now and he came off a significant injury. It takes a little bit more time to recover from that. But I like it a lot for him, though, man. I think that's going to be good. And it's just crazy, man, with LA. Do these dudes do this every year? I feel like they go all in, and it's paying dividends for them. I mean, they've been in one Super Bowl. They've been in the playoffs every year since. They make runs typically every year, but it's just crazy to see a team approach it like how they do. It's almost like the Madden approach of most teams are going, oh man, no, we're not giving that up for him. No. I mean, it makes sense, but we can't do that. No, that's not the status quo. It's like LA out there, like we're gonna do it how we want to do it. Don't worry about us. Yeah.
We're mortgaging our future in a way.
Absolutely, man.
You do have to respect it a little bit, I guess.
No, I do. I respect it a lot.
You're right. I don't know what they necessarily gave up picks-wise. If we're going to look back on that and say, I don't know. That's not looking like the best deal because of Von Miller at this point in his career. But you add him to a team that's already pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. It's not going to kill them. Yeah, it's going to help them go over the top. That's what they're trying to do.
I don't even think we would have ever seen a team sign a quarterback to a $100 million deal and then deal him within 2 years after that. Like, that's the type of aggressive stuff that they're doing out there. Like, we joke about Cleveland, like, oh yeah, pay Baker, because we all are under the assumption that, hey, once you pay him, you're going to actually keep him the whole time. LA, they paid that man. Goffin was like, we ain't locked into that, man. Yeah. What's up, Stafford? It's just crazy to see how they operate. But I like it, though, man. I definitely like it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed at all.
Yeah.
Lee Cradaville. It's pronounced.
You saw how you pronounce it?
Did I pronounce that right or not?
Yeah, he just put it on there. Yep.
It's pronounced Cradaville. Mm-hmm. It's good. Thanks for the shout out.
Hey, shout out, man. Shout out to Lee Cradaville. Now that I can see it all the way and now that we are good. Yeah, because at the time, it did not look like Ville. Man, it looked like something else spelled down there. But we're glad that everything is working out smoothly on that end.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get down to the next chat. I don't want anything to jump here. I'm taking my time.
You're good. Here it is. I figure once you get through these, I'm going to hit this upper rumor. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and get our recappy cap.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Max Richter. Great catch by Muth. Had to watch the highlights. Was loading trains.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad that first off you were being responsible at work. Gotta work, gotta pay the bills. 100% respect that. Glad that you were being safe out there as well, watching the highlights instead of trying to watch the game on your phone while loading the trains. Could be a little dangerous. But Max, man, shout out to you for that, man. And yes, that was an amazing catch by Move. Holy cow.
That was unbelievable.
Dude, like, wow. Love to see it though. On fourth down too, gotta have it.
Okay, this is actually looking like a pretty good deal for LA. Let's Go UW says 2 second-day draft picks for 2022. Yeah. So maybe it shifts depending on how the Rams finish up.
What they were, that was the only thing.
Okay, I didn't even know that. So yeah, it's looking like an even better deal.
Yeah, because my thing is, I'm like, second day, all right, we talk. Because second day is what? Second, third. Because third day is 4 through 7.
Oh, shit. Hold on, second day. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because it's 3 days now. That's the part where
I'm thinking back.
Yeah, I'm like, is it second round or is it a third round? That's the part that nobody really knows, and that's why I was like, well, we're gonna see when the details come out.
Round picks?
Just two second day picks, so we don't know if it's second or
third,
and round.
Fourth, right?
Because I thought third day was 4 through 7.
You might be right.
Yeah, I thought it was first round on day 1, second and third round day 2, and then 4 through 7.
So wouldn't it be both of them? How many do they have? They have like 2 third rounders or something.
I ain't follow them like that.
So that might be just both their picks.
Yeah, it just says two second day picks.
Whenever he said second day, I initially thought 4th to 7th. Actually, yeah.
So that's what I'm like. Are we talking third rounders or are we talking second round picks? Yeah.
That deal might be a little dicey.
That's what we said, yeah.
That might be a good deal for the Broncos then.
And in terms of draft capital. But if you're LA, all you need Von to do is be Clay Matthews when Clay got there. Remember when he first came there from Green Bay? Like, dude, 7, 8 of them sack things, man, just on occasion to keep my man Donald free. Shoot, even Leonard Floyd was out there getting sacks because of the whole Aaron Donald effect, man. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you're LA on field this season, I think this is a huge win for you. But depending on what those draft picks are, that can dictate how much of a success it is potentially for Denver as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Junior Beast Gaming, what's up to the two goats of podcasts? Wow.
Oh, man. Well, hey, shout out, man. We appreciate you. Yes.
I'm glad to see the show is back up. Great win by the Steelers. I was talking trash to every Browns fan I know.
That's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got to do it. Because they would have definitely done it to you. So you got to return the favor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilla 92. Now that we're at the halfway point, who's your team MVP? I think it has to be Najee.
I was actually going to say Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Not a chance. For me, I'm either going Najee, Cam, or TJ. Those would be my three. So, yeah.
Those are good. I'll give them credit because Ben's, his second to like fourth game. It wasn't optimal. Yeah. So, I'll give it to one of those three. Ah, man. Is TJ, he's the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year right now, right? There's no one in competition.
Well, unless you're trying to push Cam. But once
I think it's got to be TJ.
So it has to be TJ then.
That's what I mean. I don't think anyone's close though right now. Is there anyone getting hype? Is it just Diggs out in Cowboys because of the pick?
Diggs, yeah, but Cam Hayward is somebody that should. But because of the TJ element, it's hard to promote him or push him when you.
I'll put them both in as long as the Steelers wins. I don't care.
You can't push them both now. That's the part. It ain't gonna work with both of them. We got to choose between one of them.
But it could be a situation where if you are pushing Cam, he takes votes from someone else though at least.
True.
Right.
But you run the risk of him taking the votes from TJ.
But I'm fine with that as long as the Steelers wins. I don't care. That'd be dope.
Yeah. And they're bringing up Myles Garrett. Yeah, he's definitely in the conversation as well. Yeah.
He's in the conversation for sure. I just think after TJ's game yesterday, maybe he gets a little bit of an edge. Felt like he had more impact.
I can understand that. On paper, though, their numbers are pretty much identical.
Right.
Different. I think TJ had one more QB hit, but then Myles had one more tackle for loss. But other than that, and TJ had he had 1.5 sacks, whereas Myles just had the 1 sack.
He's got to have more strip sacks too, right, for the season?
I didn't look at.
I'm just
numbers.
Assuming. Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Myles is still leading the league in sacks after the game.
Well, we could do it this way. Since Cam's on the latter half of his career, we should maybe push Cam a little bit more.
Yeah, but you see how we got this divide that, as we've seen with TJ in previous years, you can't be divided. You whoever we could.
He wasn't up against the Steelers, although Minka was getting some buzz last year.
Right.
I was surprised at that, but
it's like I would be more surprised at how Minka got buzz last year compared to Cam this year, because to me, Cam has been dominant every single game, and not just in spurts for 4 quarters. Like, we know how my man's been playing, and we hype it up until we start talking Defensive Player of the Year. Then it's like, no, it's TJ. It's definitely TJ. But see the dilemma. It's a dilemma, man.
That's a good question. Between those three, I think that's fair. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those three if you're going to say for the team up to this point. Yeah. Terrence S. Every time I see Harvin kick, I get this real Bumblebee vibe from him because he's a big boy defying gravity out there.
Ooh,
Wait, what is going on here?
Because he's so big, but yet he's so nimble. He's so big, but yet he's so agile and powerful. Yeah, it happens like that. It works like that. I'm actually glad to hear that. I am, sincerely.
I never would have thought I'd hear that comparison coming into this podcast today.
I didn't either. And when I saw Bumblebee, I was like, I don't know where this guy is going with this, but I'm going to roll. All right, let's do it.
Joe Hernandez, loved the run defense yesterday. Also, that roughing the passer on us was questionable. Oh, that was a terrible call. Well, I'll put it to you this way, because he did clang his helmet a little bit. If you're going to call it that way, you got to call the Boz one too. Yeah. And that's how the refs were yesterday, where it felt really inconsistent with their calls. I thought that missed a lot of defensive pass interferences on the Browns too, but it is what it is. We got the dub.
I don't care about referees. Yeah.
Brandon Boatman, the fake field goal. I see everyone saying they don't like it, but I feel like if it was a play where it converts, everyone loves it. What do you say, guys?
2018 Denver Broncos on the road. Chris Boswell completes the touchdown pass to Alejandro Villanueva. I don't think anybody said a negative thing about it. I know you don't, but your premise is different though, because you just don't like fakes without it being your quarterback. You want like your offense out there.
Fourth down,
go for it. Right?
If you're gonna do that, I'd rather just have our offense out there. Right. And I think it was only like 5 yards, right?
Which one?
For that one, wasn't
for
it
that
like
one?
Fourth
it was like
and
4th and 5.
So
yeah,
like,
for this one it was fourth.
Go for it. Then.
It's 4th and 9. Yeah, but that's just your premise though, which is fine. What we're talking about is like for the people that will applaud that play because it worked, but then will go extra crazy and overreact to this one because it didn't. It's like, hey man, I get it, but to me, I like the surprise element because I look at that 4th and 9 and I say if you put the offense out there, this game we're talking about.
Was it 4th and 9?
It was 4th and 9.
Okay, it wasn't 4th and 5.
Yeah, so if you put that offense out there this game, 4th and 9 and go for it, I don't feel as confident. But I did like the element of surprise going forward. Now, I will say this, and if you look at the tape on it, it shows they tried to, and Coach Thomas said it as well in the press conference about them catching, they had a little read on it. So this is the thing that happened. The first field goal attempt that the Steelers did, Gentry was on one side, Pat was on one side, and the Browns secondary reacted differently. When they ran the fake, they put Pat and Gentry on the same side, and you look pre-snap, and you will see on tape, I think it's number 4, Wilson. He's calling guys over like, yo, this isn't right. This doesn't look right. So now when they snap the ball, all those guys are already got attention over there. And even still, if Boz releases it a little, like if he releases it early, he has Pat one-on-one in the flat if he wanted to go there. And he also has, now the Gentry throw would have been harder, but he does have Pat. It was just like, he didn't think it was open. And this is the thing, if you're not a quarterback, that's not open to you. Because you want separation. But in the NFL, we know what's open in the NFL. This, put it on that hand. So they were open, but it wasn't NFL open. And for Boz, after you don't do it, when you start pumping, I mean, it's the NFL, man. You got that ball in your hand, you might as well be holding the dynamite, and everybody's like, hey, that's the guy we got to go kill. The longer you hold it, that's what's going to happen. And I did like the fact, I don't like the fact my dog got hurt. I like the fact that he made light of it afterwards. But I did see my man Chris Long. Shout out to Chris Long. He's played with the Eagles. Yeah. Played with the Patriots, I think it was, out of UVA. He said on his tweet, he said, man, this is what it would look like for everybody that's out here to talk about they could play the game. Everybody that think they can come on here. Oh, I can see that throw. Even I knew he was over. Even I can make that throw. For everybody that says that. For everybody that's thought that. Look at how Boz looked. And you'll probably look worse than that. 100%. That's just the reality of it. I love that. I hate it had to be my dog Boz, but I loved it. And it also was my chance to be like, I tell you, kickers don't matter unless you're kicking it for 50 plus. So if you're not kicking for 50 plus, that's what happens to you. I don't care about you. But I like Boz. Boz is my friend. So I'm glad that Boz is recovering.
Well, since it was 4th and 9, just on that play in general, I don't care what the distance is. I just wanted us to take the points. I just wanted the 3.
It is funny, though, how we get conservative there, and that's what we weren't conservative.
It was 4th and 9. I mean, 4th and 1 maybe is a different story, but I thought it was just, hey, we're taking these points.
I just liked it because
I went into the kitchen and grabbed some food.
I wanted to be aggressive. I'm like, man, if you're going to go for it. And I did like the fact they said, we're going to go for it. Because at the time, it wasn't as if our offense was lighting it up, right? We had a successful drive, but we know, neither one of these offenses had a ton of positivity going on out there, right? So to me, I looked at it as, man, you got a chance to, number one, put a legit stamp on a drive that was actually successful. You also got a chance to make Cleveland have to play from behind, which we felt like, hey, if we can get them behind, they can't run the ball as much. And we know if they can't run the ball as much, how that's going to affect them. So I looked at all of those, and I also like the element of surprise. And if you get the same look as the first field goal, it works just fine. Good job on Cleveland, though, reacting and actually identifying. That means they did their homework. Most of the time, the special team people, they don't do homework. Most of the time, it's like, oh, it's just another play. Like you said, you walk to the kitchen, right? A lot of players, it's a lot of players out here, they don't detail their work. They'll be like, oh, man, it's always going to be the same guys. They're always going to do the exact same thing. But Cleveland, they didn't do that. And that's a testament to them and their coaching staff. You tip your cap to them for that. But you look and they were, no, man, this don't look right. These two guys have never been lined up together right here. Why are they doing it right now? If they're not doing their homework to even know that, then that's how you catch them off guard. And that's how that play becomes a touchdown like it was in Denver.
What audible power does Boswell have? Harvin, Would it be maybe the center, any of these guys to say, hey, these guys are catching on? Because I think McAfee, did he mention something about that with Polamalu?
McAfee did, but that was night and day. McAfee's reign and what he was able to do, because you got to think Indianapolis with McAfee, they ran way more fakes. It was a lot of fakes they did. And they actually had a ton of bad plays because they didn't necessarily have that all switch. And if you hear McAfee, it wasn't even like a legit call off. It was just like, yo, he simply was like, yo, we are not running it. Stop it. If you're Boz, you got to essentially say, oh, I'm going to look at this coverage and say, oh, they've figured out the coverage. All right, guys, don't do it. Like, that's asking a lot for him. And because we don't run it like that. We're not a team that does a ton of special teams fakes. You know what I mean? So that to me was the other part of it. It was just a good play by Cleveland. I just thought, like, for them, they just did a good job of actually doing homework, knowing what they were supposed to see. And when they saw something different, don't keep it a secret. Tell somebody, yo, these two guys have never been here together. This don't look right. Somebody, come on, help me. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, bro. Walk in the kitchen. Yeah. We got our 3 points. Mm-hmm. Walk back in, see balls get drilled. I'm dropping F-bombs left and right. Like, what the hell's going on?
He got fired on. God, he got fired on.
I get what you're saying about going ahead, putting your stamp on them. I just thought we could do that after half because we were getting the ball, and I did like how we were moving it in the first half. So go up 6-3, we get the ball at half, and then get another nice drive going, either get the touchdown there or get another field goal, go up 9-3. Because it was like this little like low-scoring game that we had going on. I thought the points were more valuable. That's my thing.
For me, either way, I'm not a person that's going to fault the call because it didn't work. And I think that's kind of like where I stand on that. You know what I mean? Because like I do feel like the people that have taken the biggest issue have been mainly because it didn't work. And then from there, they just keep going and going. It's like, that's not the case. I mean, shoot, you're going to have players that don't work. Would it have been different if you put Ben out there and it didn't work? No, it still was going to have the same.
I'd be better with that, though. That's my thing. I'd be still pissed. Like, why aren't we kicking the field goal, though?
But we understand that's just your basis of, like, you don't like the special teams part doing that. Whereas for me, I say element of surprise is huge there. Because I don't necessarily feel confident that 4th and 9 with their defense knowing we're going for it, that we're going to be successful like that. Whereas the element of surprise, I felt like, we had a legit chance there.
But do you get what I'm saying? I'd be pissed if we were going for it, though, on 4th and 9. I'd be just, come on, get the points. Get the points.
I get it.
But I wasn't too thrilled about it.
Yeah. That was good, though, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like it.
Lythothrop. Sorry, HD. Bring in Adam Vinatieri. Oh, no way. No. If Chris can't go this week, Spaceballs. I don't know what Spaceballs got to do with it.
I don't know either, but I like it, though.
Vinatieri, dude, he was looking bad. Trade for Matthew Wright. That ain't happening. I don't know who's out there, though. Who did we have? Sloman didn't look too good.
My thing is we traded for Matthew Wright after he hit a couple field goals this season.
I don't think they're going to give him up.
I mean, because they haven't had a good kicker either for a while now.
That's what I mean.
So now
we're
you're
not
just grasping the straws. But for me, y'all tripping. Matthew Wright, like, hey, man, I mean, he hits some kicks, yes, but it ain't like that. Now I understand maybe he needed an opportunity because Boz was the same way. But think about when Boz first got here. It wasn't as if we would have been over here like, hey, man, let's go get this guy Chris Boswell. Like, nah, we took Chris Boswell.
Were gun shy.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like,
who
was this Boz guy? Can he at least hit from 30? Oh, he can hit from 40. And then you just started building up. And now we see where Boz has developed too. And that's a true testament to him. But at the time, so I'm not going to completely write off Matthew Wright. But I look at that no different than when we first got Boz. Like, hey, man, I ain't completely sold it. That's that all the way just yet.
Who do you want? I think we just got to pick up a rando and deal with it next week.
If I'm choosing, I would much rather have a Vinatieri than a random. Just because we know Vinatieri is proven.
How about Jeff Reed?
You can go for it.
Is he 45 right
now? All I'm saying is, man, I'm not shying away from a Vinatieri type of dude. That's all.
I wonder if he'll be at the next tailgate. We could ask him.
Who you think was the better kicker?
Who, Jeff Reed or Vinatieri? Oh, easily Vinatieri.
All right, so what we doing there, man?
It just looked like he got the yips that last season. That was bad.
Hey, Boz went through a season like that too.
He did. You're right.
If Boz can recover, I'm pretty sure
you're saying revenge game.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah.
Prove the haters wrong.
It can't hurt. If it came down to that. Now, Boz going to be in the protocol. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know how kicker protocols go.
I couldn't see a scenario where Vinatieri just comes back for one game, though. 1 or 2 games, and then calls it.
Why would you want to? Not everybody wants to just keep playing. You know what I mean? Like some guys they do, but not everybody wants to do that, man. Some guys is like, yo, when they done, they done.
There's got to be a guy out there. There's got to be. With
That's
a
what the scouting
name.
department's for. The name don't matter, man. This is how it's gonna go. Today, tomorrow, they're gonna bring in 3-4 kickers. One might have a big name. The other two gonna be, middle of the pack, and one unknown. It's gonna be a kickoff. Just hey, man, y'all gonna kick 30 kicks today. And knowing Danny Smith, he's gonna hope that it's raining. He's gonna do the rain dance because he don't like kickers that just kick in regular conditions. He feel like that's too easy. He wanted to be windy. He wanted to be rainy, and he gonna have them right down there at Heinz Field. They don't even.
Be at Heinz?
Yeah, they don't do no kicking competition on the south side. Weather's too nice on the south side. That's not realistic. You got to be able to hit in Heinz. So yeah, he gonna have them boys right down there at Heinz, and they're gonna 30 kicks, and you're gonna be working at 50, 40, 30, 35, right halves, left half. Like that's how you gonna roll with it. And may the best man win.
Ep.228. Hit that like button. Hashtag Steeler Gang.
Facts. I ain't even peeped that. You right, man. 705 in the chat.
Holy hell.
156 on the like.
I didn't like either.
It's like an imbalance. Like imagine if we were flying a plane, we would be all over here, man. Come on, bro. You got to have the perfect blend. Jeez.
Roscoe Smokes.
Shout out to A-Rob, though.
Hey, my dog is in the hospital having surgery at the moment. I started a GoFundMe on my Instagram. If you could donate, I have a prayer. Now he has the prayer emoji. Instagram, Roscoe Smokes.
Check him out. Roscoe
People want to
Smokes,
support.
man. If y'all need to support, show support to the little homie and his dog, man. Gotta make sure the dog get back well, too, man. Don't want the dog, tapping out. Not yet.
For sure. Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely, man.
Joel Hernandez. The Saints fake still hurts me to this day. He's talking about the one in the Super Bowl. The Saints fake?
Dude, I'm trying to think.
That's got to be it.
Unless he's
coming out of halftime.
No, I know that. I didn't think he was a Colts fan, though. Unless he had money on the game. I don't know.
It looks like he's laughing about it a little bit, though, too.
But the element of surprise, though, is there. You got to have the element. That's like art of war. That's like old school. You got the art of if you don't have the element of surprise or the higher ground, I mean, what do you have?
Right.
You can't always let them know you're going.
Right.
You do.
It's
you
gonna,
wanted to, though.
It's going to work once in a while, right? It always, and I'm going to look foolish on those takes because it worked on a fake punt a little, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago? It was like golden on it,
golden,
right?
Yeah, through the rocket, absolutely.
Obviously the one in the Broncos game. So, yeah, it's going to work. I'll be cheering it, sure. But at the same time, I don't really like those calls that much. I'll just be straight up. Q, Boswell is the GOAT.
No, facts, man. And we need my dog to recover, man. Recover soon.
Manuel Molina, half a year, baby. Keep it up with the fire content. People should start watching again soon. Hit that like button, people, especially after that victory.
Ain't no question, man. Gotta have that on a Victory Monday, baby. It's a Victory Monday, which we absolutely love.
Gary Thornton just showing some support here. And then chat jumped on me. Let me see if I can get this back, though, after Gary Thornton.
Should be the Matthew 415.
Yep, I'm good. Dude, I'm rolling. Mm-hmm. I'm rolling. Sign destroying as a kicker. He's like a YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good on that.
Like the trick kicks and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I'll just say, man, it's a big difference in a controlled climate versus when you're out there on Sunday, baby. Because I saw when they first were talking about, oh, yeah, man, obviously just put Presley back there to kick the field goals, and you have Cam Sutton hold it. And I'm like,
well, initially it was supposed to be Ben, right?
Well, because Ben is the legit backup holder, but apparently since I've left, they've groomed Cam Sutton, which is, I was like, okay. But what I'll say is this, man. It's just night and day in terms of when you're doing it in practice, because number one, in practice, they're not really rushing, but number two, the operation time isn't the same. Like typically when this is happening on Sundays, I mean, you see how that ball is out, snap, hold, kick, less than 2 seconds. 2 seconds is like slow. Like you want that thing under. It's like boom, 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 boom. Because the reason you have to do it like that, number one, is with your protections. You don't account for one of the guys on the end line of scrimmage. You simply say operation time is going to beat him. But if you start talking about different holders, different kickers, now you got to make sure that Cam is catching it and getting it down fast enough, laces out. And then also, what's Presley's steps? You know what I mean? Because his steps compared to Bob's steps are going to be different. So for me, I was actually happy to see them just say, we're not trying field goals and just going forward every time. Because for me, I was like, this is going to be a disaster. Whether the hole is going to drop, the kick, like something bad is going to happen. So yes, let's just avoid that altogether. Because all I kept thinking to myself was, I'm going to be sick if instead of us going for it on a 4th down, or instead of us going for it on a 2-point conversion, we try to kick the field goal, and now they end up scoring on that field goal because the ball is fumbled.
Yeah.
The kick is blocked, and now that gives them that added momentum, something that I didn't think they could win without. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't get anything special on a field goal situation, I didn't think they were going to be able to do enough to get it back to us. You know what I mean? To come back. So I was definitely happy that Coach Thomas started deciding that when they were going to go for it, was it fourth? It was after they scored a touchdown, and then Ben ran it into the 2-point conversion, but they had the hole, so it went back 10 yards. I was like, you know what? I'm cool. Don't do it again. Just throw it. Don't you send that boy back on the sideline. You send Presley. You send Cam. And I love that. My dog Cam, my dog Presley, been on the show. It's like, y'all stay on that sideline right now. Do not come out there, man. Do not do that.
It's funny. When I'm watching with my friends, we're like, what's the field goal marker right now? We're like 15. I'm like, is this range? I think at one point it was like it's 16 or 17. He's like, no, we got to get within 15.
Anybody get from 15? No different when in Denver. Was that last year, right? Hey, man, we're going to take this cat. He plays wide receiver. You're going to play quarterback this game. All right. Yeah. Well, and they probably felt good in practice with him, too. Like, he made some throws in practice. No, bro.
Did you hear about this theory? That if it was Boswell kicking and for some reason Harvin got hurt, Ben would have still been the holder.
Yeah.
The reason he wasn't the holder is because Harvin was inexperienced in field goal kicking. They were worried he was going to kick his hands.
I could see that then. I could easily, because Harvin has never kicked field goals before, and trust me, you got to trust the dude that you hold now. But I don't, like, when we would practice it, I didn't even want to hold it. And that was even if it was a legit kicker. Because if they kick that finger, they kick that hand, bro, that's some of the worst thing you ever feel. And you have to hold it. Like, you can't, just move your hand. You can't do that. You got to commit the whole time. So it's no different, Deke, if I had a hammer and you holding the nail. How much you trust me?
Right.
You trust me enough to hold that? You trust that? Nah, I don't trust you that much. You know what I mean?
Or like you have something like an apple on top of your head. You're shooting darts, whatever it is.
Like I don't trust him like that. So I can definitely understand. I felt bad now knowing that that's probably why Cam was getting out there. Oh man, something else finna do you wrong, man. Yo, that was gonna do my dog like that.
Yeah, were they really grooming him this whole time, or was it just like, hey, bro, we need someone?
Hey, Cam, you're the sacrificial lamb. Just put your hand out there, close your eyes, hope for the best. You don't want that, man.
Calculated snipe. Want to give a shout out to my wonderful wife of 4 years.
Oh, shout out,
man. Love you,
Heck
Laura.
Yeah.
She asked me if I was going to ask her to be my girlfriend in a Steelers bar and been married ever since.
Dude, what?
Here we go, Steelers.
Out,
great show.
Shout out Calculated Snipe and his wife, Laura, man, on 4 years of marriage, man. Keep that love and happiness rolling, man. And keep communicating. Communication, baby. That's the recipe for
Steel
success.
City 412. Have a great day, my friends. Gave a significant donation here.
Oh, wow.
It's an AED. I don't know what
that means either, but we greatly appreciate you.
Joe Hernandez. No, the fake we did. Was it against the Saints and didn't make it?
I don't remember. Was there a fake the game we...
AB's last game here.
That's what I was going to ask.
That was probably at the Saints.
Yeah. Was there a fake down there?
I remember bad calls.
I just remember the Joe Hayden one. Yeah. I don't remember a fake, though. No, you know what it was? Rosie. Where Rosie had the fake and he was short. Yeah, he was short and then got up and celebrated like he had the first down.
That's a good one.
I don't even remember the fake. Like, I just remember Rosie was the meme at the end because he definitely got up and was like, first down. It was clearly short.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. He remembers that still.
That's funny. I forgot all about that one.
That's too.
Funny, man.
So we got some more super chat. Do you want me to keep going? Man, you want to hop into topics?
We're going to hop into some of the top here because at first it was like 2 left, and then as we kept reading, more came in. It was a good problem to have. We're not tripping on that. It's a good problem to have, but it was the timing of it threw us off. So yeah, we will go ahead and transition to the actual, game recaps. We can get our thoughts off our chest before we hit the phone lines as well to the upper room members, so they can get what they got to get off their chest as well, man. So it's gonna be a good one. But yeah, let's definitely.
Q says real quick they should sign Ocho Cinco to be the kicker. That was the first guy I thought of actually.
He can kick, and I think he would still be interested in doing it too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'll stop it. Let's go, UW.
All right, and I'm going to read off these upper rooms just to welcome them real quick, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got CDs 86. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We also have... Where? Oh, that was it. Oh, good.
I think there was only one.
Yeah, we'll storm out. because now when they get the free chat, it looks
right,
like
it has
I was
green.
like, yo, what am I doing here? But no, we're good then. All right, sweet. So now we can get this thing rolling. All right. So Steelers, Browns. Steelers got the dub. Initial thoughts, wasn't pretty. At times ugly, but super impressive. Super impressive for a couple of reasons. When you talk about having a group that is young, right? Offensively and defensively, we got some young players out there. And this group has been through adversity, right? They've had some good games, had some bad games. They've had good performances and poor performances, all of them collectively, right? The O-line, we think about them, right? We talk about the wide receiver groups and stuff like that. Even Seven, right? He's another guy. He's had some adversity this season. But to see them gut out a win the way that they did in the midst of the adversity, right? No kicker the second half. That isolates what you can do offensively. It could potentially put your defense in a bind, but they didn't allow that to hold them back. We talk about this, and especially the Browns defense, right? We said at the time, man, on paper they look really good, but we think that, man, they haven't been tested to the full extent.
Yep.
It was good to see our O-line firing off the ball the way that they did, man. Hats on hats to ultimately have this running game be as successful as it was. I thought defensively we tackled a lot better. I thought up front, especially the D-line, great game by them as a whole in terms of just their attitude, how they were getting off the ball and winning the grass. And we talk about winning the grass, right? If the ball is snapped on the 30, man, are you creating contact and knocking your guy back to the 29, or is he creating contact and knocking you further back? You know what I mean? The other direction. And it was good to see consistently, not just with Cam. Talk about Isaiah Loudermilk. You talk about Chase Wormley. You talk about Isaiah Buggs. All the guys that we were mentioning, right? The unsung heroes, the guys that they're not going to win any, glamour contest. They're not passing the eyeball test just yet, but they're consistent, good players. When you put them all together, the way that they were playing, man, you could see some of that success being out there. And to me, all of those things stood out. And then you also had the A players playing like A players. Who are the A players we talk about? TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Seven. More importantly, Najee and Pat, though, as well. You talk about how they perform. And then on the outside, Deontay and Chase. Like,
I love how Claypool played.
Dudes, man, all of those guys, even if they didn't have the most robust statistical day, you look at each of those players and they all made critical plays. They all made gotta have it plays. And they all made plays that, frankly, how many of those third or fourth down runs by Najee, we're like, bro, there's no way he should have got this right here. He's hit in the backfield. He's hit 2 yards short of it, and he found a way to get in there. We talk about the Pat catch. Man, that's on fourth down. Gotta have it. And the ball is tipped. It's not even like it was just a clear old back shoulder, easy money. Like, nah, he had to do some extras on that and get the feet in bounds. I love seeing that right there, man. So for me, I was very, very impressed with that win, man. Very impressed. And it was on the road. Hostile environment, division opponent, who is at the same time, Cleveland's a good team. And they were fighting because they got to win. They, for me, I think they got more pressure than we do right now because they got all those offseason hype where everybody's still a little low on us. But to me as a whole, man, I just thought that across the board, I just loved that performance, man.
I did too, because people could probably come in and knock it because we didn't blow them out or anything and how it was a little slow in the first half.
Who were the underdogs, the betting underdogs going into the game?
Yeah, we were. It was plus 3.5. Yeah. I think it got to +4 at one point.
Absolutely. We were the underdogs going into this game.
I actually forgot to bet this one. I tried the Pittsburgh parlay on Saturday. Pitt let me down. Penguins let me down.
It was a rough one.
So I just did Steelers money line straight up on Sunday, but I forgot to do it until I got to my buddy's house. I actually got the money line a little better. I got it up to like plus 194 after the Cleveland's first drive.
I like it, man.
So I got that. I got my money back. But no, you're right. We were technically the underdogs, but I could see a lot of people within Steeler Nation, Steeler media still somehow finding a way to rip on this game. I liked how we moved the ball. It was a lot of the penalties I thought that was stagnating some of the offense. The offensive line has steadily improved, and then to see what they did against this Browns team, not saying their defensive line was that tough of a matchup, but it was cool seeing our O-line, our running game up against their O-line and running game, and we outperformed. They had their moments, but throughout the whole game, I thought we established the run better. Najee Harris had a better game than Nick Chubb. He had more impact. So that was cool. I loved how Chase Claypool played. Yeah. Love how he played because he had the one catch, bend through. I think he did a little play action, then just threw that one up the sideline, 15 yards. Highly contested catch. It's the one that I've been complaining about that Claypool hasn't come down with, and he did on that one. And then didn't he have a slant
Yeah,
then he just kept running for like 5 yards. Everyone around him trying to tackle him.
Yep.
And then Deontay,
because that was on the point where Pat ends up scoring. Yeah, that was on.
That it?
That was that time. That drive. Yep.
Bro, that was weird. I was getting a little concerned there because we tried running it at the beginning. Then we do the 2 shotgun passes. I think.
Yeah.
I would have liked for us to run it on either the second or third down, not do passes back to back. But then we get it on the 4th down. It didn't end up mattering. But then obviously, Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, Ben played a good game too. Najee Harris is stud. Like how the offensive lines do. We need to clean up these penalties. Although I think these refs were kind of garbage.
Yeah, for me, man, when I think of the running, I do like the fact that I feel like we stayed committed to that. Whereas at Cleveland, I'm not gonna lie, as much as we highlighted their identity going into this game, I do think they got away from it where they were trying to almost highlight Baker.
I will say, I don't think he played bad. The receivers let him down.
They definitely did, but I was interested to hear how you was going to respond to that a little bit too, man, because I have seen where people put that on Baker.
No, I thought he played pretty decent, actually.
I thought he made the throws that he needed to make. I thought he had a couple misses. I thought the OBJ throw after, and this was after the 2 Jarvis situations where, remember, Jarvis fumbled on the drive before at the end, and then he dropped one the following drive after that. I thought he missed OBJ on that one. But as a whole, I thought Baker did more than enough in terms of when they asked him to throw. I just thought his receivers didn't help him out. And like you said, the Jarvis fumble. But it just looked like to me, though, at times in that second quarter and in the third, I felt like they were almost playing like they were trailing by like 2 scores, trying to throw it a little bit more. Whereas, I mean, how many times do we see when Nick Chubb would run the ball? I mean, they were getting 4 yards a pop, but it was like
not only just really running it, some of those screens too, they gashed us on.
Yeah, I just thought that they kind of got away from their identity. Whereas I thought for us, we were really clear and distinct in how we were going to attack them. We were going to play through Najee, and then from there, we were going to make the throws when we needed to make them. And I thought it was the perfect recipe right there. Once again, we talk about Ben, right? Keeping those attempts down. He was at 34 attempts. He looked clean, no picks. Now he's still gonna have that 1 or 2. We said every game he gonna have one where you like, bro,
damn,
you tripping, but it's working.
But here's the thing, and I said this in the past.
Yeah,
we're watching every one of his snaps, every one of his throws. If you look across the league, quarterbacks are gonna have a completion percentage of 60%. 20 for 30, 25 for 34. So they're going to miss passes. But also, if you look at some of these stat lines, people are throwing picks. Brady just tossed one at the end of the Saints game. So, I mean, that shit happens.
Yeah. We're not seeking comfort, though. That's
No, I'm not. It wasn't a good throw. I'm just saying. I'm
you bringing up all these other guys. We just talk about that, though, man. You good, bro? I know you ready to fight. I know you ready to fight,
No,
bro.
but you know how people are, bro. Like, they want to say, oh, that's why Ben had a bad game or something. No, I thought he had a good game.
We not there. I'm with you, man. We good.
Okay, I just want to make that clear.
My man bringing up Brady. This guy, Brady had 4 touchdown passes, 300 passing yards, bro. We can't go there. Though. I'm with it, but we can't go there. They still sitting at 7-2 right now, and they just won a Super Bowl last year. No, because that was their second loss.
Is it 5-2?
5-2 then.
I think it's 5-2.
It's either 5-2 or 6-2.
We're on that game away.
This is their second loss. That's all I'm saying, bro. So I get what you're trying to do, but man,
we're flying under the radar.
Just relax, man.
But yeah, where were we at? I'm sorry, I sidetracked that maybe a little bit.
But no,
Ben playing Ben playing a clean game.
Though, man, the thing that I like in terms of him playing clean, like I said, as long as he's not turning that ball over, he's gonna be fine. We're not expecting him to be perfect, and he will have misses, but just keep it clean. Got to keep it clean. Now, if you want to make the argument of has he been more lucky with some of his clean games, you can make that case in terms of the ball hitting guys in the face, but at the end of the day, they didn't catch it. So you can't react to what did not happen, and that's kind of how I view it. Until those guys start catching them, we all right. If they start catching them, that's different. Now you have a different conversation. But right now, he's been doing enough. So that's another reason why I like what I saw from him. But then that O-line, bro.
Yeah.
That O-line. Was it perfect? Not at all. But the thing that I love is just their mentality right now. They don't care about bad plays anymore. I felt like early on, a bad play would linger. A bad play. I mean, we talked about how we had to highlight the Raiders game, right? Ben getting smashed and these guys not even acting like they care enough to even pick them up. I will say now they do look like they got that fight in them. Like they're not just taking it. Even when Dan Moore was getting beat, he still was like, yo, I'm not giving up. I'm still going to fight at you. I'm going to crawl. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get at you. And even Chooks had he had his moments where they weren't so good. But at the same time, I can highlight plays of Chooks in the run game where he's downfield, key blocks, moving people. To me, that is growth because we wouldn't get necessarily the rebound of the good plays. It's usually bad, 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 bad. And then we're just like, oh, it's real bad. Whereas now you're not seeing them as frequently. And I did like that a lot as well because that is once again showing their growth, showing their improvement. And they still got hope on the way. We know these things. But as a whole, I did like that from them too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The one, I can't remember if it was offside. It probably would have been a holding call because I think we were at 1st and 20.
Yeah.
And then we come back. I think it was the next play. Zach Gentry's wide open down the field. I think we got a little bit of a pocket. It goes to your point right there. I did love this game. I really did, especially, too, considering that we didn't have a kicker. I thought the game should have been like 2010 with those last couple minutes, a 2-score game where Cleveland's comeback effort would have just been looked at more like garbage time points.
Yeah.
I really liked what I saw there.
No, it was good, man. It was definitely good by those guys. But with these tight ends, man, this is the interesting part now because obviously Ebron didn't play hamstring. I think, because he was hamstring. Melvin was the groin. So with that, the way that Pat has been playing, man, these past couple of games, ever since your boy Seven said we got to get him more involved, he's been targeting him more, and Pat has actually been rewarding him, right, in terms of actually being productive. Because we said this before with Ebron. We can say we should use him more, but if he's not catching the ball consistently, there's no point in using him
also
more.
The blocking element, too. If you're
Whereas
not blocking.
With Pat is showing that he can block. That was one of the first things that would show up with him. But now he's also showing that, hey, Ben, if you trust me to put the ball out there, I'm going to go get it. Not just when it's an easy catch, but I'm telling you, that 4th down throw. First, I like the placement by Seven on the throw. Great play by the defender to get his hand in the pocket, right?
That was hell of coverage, man.
Yeah, because we say as a defender, if you can't get your head around, you play the catch point. Those hands go up, you shoot your hand right there, and that's how you get the PBU, or you're going to fight that ball out. So he executed it perfectly, but it was just a better job by Pat on the readjustment. But what does that do for Seven? That makes Seven feel even more confident because that's AB shit. Absolutely. And I was about to say, that's why AB was so special and why Seven was so open to forcing it to him at times because he knew, like, hey, man, AB is gonna have my back. If it gets tipped, AB is gonna have my back. If anything happens, if I'm a little off, AB is gonna get this ball. And Pat is starting to show that. Now, for me, it's not a surprise because Pat was doing this in training camp. And that's why I've been so frustrated. Like, yo, why aren't we using this kid more?
You think it was just getting him up to speed? We would mention this game in and game out. Is Pat going to get more snaps?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the whole
He looks up to speed now.
But he definitely looks up to speed. I just felt like the way that they put Najee on the fast track to get him out there, I wanted them to do the same with Pat. It looked like they put Najee on the fast track and they kind of like training wheels on Pat and ease them into it. But for me, I'm like, Pat's ready to go, man.
Is it an Ebron Ingram package deal here then? Is that what we're thinking?
I thought he's going to throw James Washington in there too, man.
It's weird because now I think our bread and butter is this 2 tight end set, Najee Harris and then Claypool and Deontay Johnson.
I like it perfectly. I'm not going to lie.
I checked James Washington. He had like 40%. So I do think he still is valuable. But what do you have, 1 catch yesterday?
Yeah, and holding penalty.
He did have that one.
On the reverse, yeah.
I remember that one too. I was like, that's a BS call. They showed the replay.
His hands are out the framework, man.
It didn't even look like he was trying, though.
Yeah, but it was just
it looked like the guy sold it because he was trying to look for the other guy.
But you know how it goes. Once you get your hands here.
That was a good play, too.
It happened. Yeah, Ray, he would have had what?
That was a touchdown, wasn't it?
No, it out of the one. It was like out of the goal, 2 yard line. Yeah.
So the tight end group, I mean, Pat Frymuth, his tight end 1, should get 100% of the snaps.
But Gentry is the surprise.
Whenever we're doing base
Gentry
packages.
initially was only blocking. And remember when I talked about him in Buffalo, we were like, yo,
I didn't want to see him.
Wise, he's doing his thing, and you ain't like it at all. But now
the pass catching,
he's showing catching ability, man. I'm starting to see why to see why he was rated the number 1 quarterback coming out with Kyler Murray a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we found that out on the show. We had no clue until we started talking. I was like, this is pretty dope. But man, he looks good because number 1, he has the size. I love his size. You can't coach that. And that's part of the reason why he's such a good blocker as well, because of how just big he is. But now you throw the mentality with it and it's really helped him out. But seeing him and how he was having a natural ability to just find the soft spot in the zone and ultimately show good short hands as well, not dropping the easy ones, right?
Little athleticism too.
I would agree. He
had one on the
sideline. You saw the one on the sideline. Yeah, good little burst. Yeah. So if he can keep doing that, to me it makes it harder for Ebron to get back out there because I can't come up with a reason to take Pat off the field right now. And if Gentry is going to be playing like how he's been playing, how do you take him off the field when you know he's your best blocker? As much as I love Pat as a blocker, Gentry is a better blocker. But then when I throw in Gentry's size,
Ben tried to get him in the end zone, throwing it high. He just threw it a little too high.
But it's like, I don't know. It's hard for me not to get excited about him right now. And we don't have to overcome the mental negativity from Ebron, right? Because with Ebron, every time he does something good, we always are like, oh, okay, he didn't drop because he's dropped so many. It's just it's the reality of it, right? We can't even really celebrate him because of so much negativity that's already happened. It's kind of like if you're in a relationship, right? As soon as you have that super bad mistake or whatever you did, that's always going to be around. And the more you do it, the harder it is for that person to overcome it and forget about it. So when I think of Ebron, it's like every time we throw in the ball, we always are going to hold our breath. That just is what it is. We don't feel like that with Pat. We don't feel like that with Gentry right now. And if those guys are catching more consistently and we know they're way better blockers than him, that's the part where you say, well, that's how you become expendable.
I'm sold. I think it needs to happen right now.
Oh, man.
I'm serious, dude.
Oh, man.
I feel like this game was, you talk about Cleveland finding their identity.
Yeah.
I feel like we're starting. I feel like that offensive personnel group, that could be the one going forward that really makes a difference. Gentry, Freiermuth, Claypool, Deontay, Najee. And then the line, I don't know what they're going to do with Banner coming back. I was surprised we didn't see him out there.
I was as well, man. Especially when they had, I know he was doing his warm-up, like his personal warm-ups beforehand, and people were talking about that. So I'm like, okay, it looks like he should be about to go. But then once again was a scratch. Now,
that's the question, though, right now. After how the offensive line as a group played, do you want to see him over Chooks right off the bat like that?
So this is my thing. If we're talking individuals, yes. But when we're talking continuity, that's the issue, right? Because individually, we can all point to Chooks and say, okay, man, he is the weak link right now, right?
Now, the other question, Chooks, Dan Moore. You stick with Dan Moore? Left tackle? If we bring in Banner?
I probably would coming off of this game. But to me, I don't like it was the combination of Canada, Ben, and Dan in terms of why Dan Moore played so well. Because if you look at the tape, I mean, Dan was getting beat.
Oh yeah.
But
that's why I laughed at the Dan Moore Island.
Right, but you saw how it was. It was Canada had plays designed where they were going to be quick, and we saw Cleveland doing the same thing early on. Design plays where they're going to be quick hitters, get the ball out fast. So number one, you can minimize his exposure. It's easy reads and throws for 7. But think about how many times, even on those quick throws, when they showed the replay, Miles is still right there.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily sold that, oh yeah, this guy's ready to be the stalwart left tackle, pay him $100 million, he's good to go. No, put him on an island. No. But when you're talking about mixing it up now, if you take Chooks and put him on left side now, after how many weeks of him being on the right, how long does it take for him to get adjusted to that?
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking open competition, I'm cool with that. But how does that look in season? Because that's the difference. Because now we're in season, they count. And then with Banner, okay, is he 100% healthy? And I do think he is. But now, conditioning wise, is he ready to play 60 plus snaps as well? Because those guys don't rotate. And we know, I mean, you get tired on that offensive line, you're going to get beat.
Yeah.
And if you get beat, we know what that does for 7. So those are the other parts where, and that's why I was surprised, because I thought initially with Banner, they would, okay, if they weren't going to have him starting at right tackle, he would be tackle over. He would be the extra, the eligible O-lineman, right? And Matt Kennedy even hinted to that a little bit. And it'll be interesting. We will at least get to talk to Banner about some of that stuff tomorrow when he comes on for Banner Tuesdays for all the upper room members out there. Make sure y'all on that call 12:22 tomorrow. Don't want to miss that with the big man. But that was to me was a little bit more of a surprise. But I'm not necessarily gung-ho about shifting the O-line just yet when they are showing continuity and are playing well enough right now. That's my only thing. But if we're just in a vacuum, if we're just simply saying who would I rather have between Chooks and Banner, I'm leaning Banner because I've seen so much negative from Chooks that even though he's playing well, I can't forget the negative that I've seen from him this season already. Whereas with Banner, we haven't necessarily seen any of that just yet.
Right. Yeah, he even had some plays in that game with some of those penalties and everything. Mm-hmm. Banner's first game, if he does come back in this one, Khalil Mack.
Exactly.
That's a tough test right there.
That's a nice way to put it.
But yeah, is there anything else we want to hit? Because we're talking offense a little bit here and how we did the tight ends. That's kind of a topic right now.
Yeah.
Najee, he's a stud. McFarland. Little action from
Yeah.
McFarland.
I like
Looked like he belonged out there.
Absolutely. He adds another element. Now, granted, I think his productivity will go up because this was his first game back, but that's what we don't have. And it shows. Like, you see when he's out there, it's just a different element of speed that he plays with. I mean, we love Najee, but Najee doesn't have that type of speed. Benny Snell, and Benny had a nice little play too.
Bro.
Don't act like he had a nice play. Come on,
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the third. Was it third? Now he had like 7-8 yards on it, man.
He didn't get the first down. Though.
I was like pissed about that play. It was the bell out drop off.
I know. I said to my friend, I was like, listen, if you're out there with that much open field, you got to get that first down.
3 defenders over there, man.
Yeah, but there was still so much space. Like, you got to make that play.
He cleared up 7 yards. Those 3 defenders, man.
They say Benny Snell in here. He did look a little slow. Like, if that was McFarland or Najee, you know if that's McFarland or Najee. Actually, I don't know about McFarland.
I was about to say, you can give
Najee,
me Najee.
That's a first down.
You can sell me on Najee because I'll say that he's going to fall forward. But 3 defenders sitting right there, man. Outside, it's a small hand. It's a small handful of running backs that I think are getting that. That's all I'm saying.
And then we saw Najee, I think, the next play or the next series of that drive where he gets a little dump off, stiff arms the dude, runs down. I think Frymuth either. He gets like hit, shakes off a tackler. That's just my thing. It's like, we got to make some plays here.
Yeah, but we're talking about 2 guys that we view as potential elite players. We never have viewed Benny. I mean, even when you look at where they got drafted at, those guys aren't in the same category class of athlete as this. You know what I mean? It's a reason why you get one Najee. It's a reason why it's only one Pat. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's fair.
Man, but I thought Benny did what he was supposed to do on that play. But for me, I was more impressed with Benny on special teams. The man went out there. I think he had 2 tackles on special teams right now. 2 in that game. Yeah, and even your boy Spillane, he was out there getting some tackles on special teams as well, man. Yeah, which one was I'm trying to think. No, I thought Spillane was the one who had recovered the fumble on the punt return as well, but it wasn't.
Wait, what happened on that? Because he was bobbling something.
Yeah.
Was there a penalty on that? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either, but that was the one just with Ray where he's like taking off a little bit to the left, fumbles it, and I forgot who recovered it.
Oh, Ray. Didn't one of the Browns guys almost fumble it too?
Browns got fumbled it too, yeah.
On a punt return? TJ recovered on the Jarvis.
The Jarvis one.
Schobert hit that one out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other hot topics on offense?
Damn, I'm trying to think.
I guess it's just, James Washington's rule maybe.
But if they're going to operate the offense out of 12 personnel, where you're talking 1 running back, 2 tight ends, there really isn't going to be a role for James Washington, because we're not saying that you should take off Claypool or Deontay. We're saying when you go 3 wide receivers that James needs to be that third guy versus Ray. But we didn't get a ton of that yesterday. We got more of the heavy, bigger personnel groupings, and we love it because the matchups that it creates. Pat is a nightmare for linebackers. If Gentry can play like that, he will be a nightmare for linebackers. And that also
we building the Gronk Hernandez combo here?
I would love it if that's the case. Not full Hernandez. I'm just to clarify that,
Gentry didn't seem like he was going to do anything like that on the phone.
And I will say I did get that vibe when I did meet him. I didn't know it was that to extent. I was just like, that seemed like a guy you don't really want to mess with. But I ain't never think it was to that extent. Okay. So I'm because I had to experience that, you know what I mean? It was just my draft class. Like, I know that. I'm like, yo, all right, but that's in there. Okay, shot Walter Kelly, what's up? I'm cool. That's a little PTSD when you start throwing those names out there.
The field stuff.
Yeah. It could be Gronk and OJ Howard. Because I can't even just say OJ. I got to say OJ Howard. I got to get specified. Why have my franchises or the places that I've interacted with have to have this type of stuff? Like, geez, Louise, man.
Well, it was funny, too. Whenever we were up in Buffalo, I see OJ Simpson, Ring of Honor stuff.
It's like, yo, he's innocent. It didn't fit. Just don't ask questions, all right? Just leave it alone. Oh, man.
I'm with you. Yeah, I think this could be a nice base set for us.
But now, if you're going forward, though, with Gentry and with Pat, I still feel Ebron is more expendable if you're talking trade than Melvin, because switching to the defensive side of the ball, even though Taco,
I didn't even notice him out there.
He had about 10 snaps. Taco and Derek, I thought they played well in the sense of no blown assignments, nothing glaring. And the reason I say is because remember the playoff game with Cassius Marsh and how he struck, and it was like spotlight. It was like, yo, he is the issue right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Taco and with Derek Tuska, it never felt like that when those guys were out there. But I still wouldn't feel comfortable if their role were to be expanded. because like we talked about with TJ, like we talked about with Highsmith, both of those guys have missed time. Both of those guys have dealt with injuries at some point this season already. As this thing goes further, if something else were to occur, and it's not, too far-fetched to believe that, I just don't feel comfortable with Taco or Derek having an expanded role where now they're seeing 40% of the snaps, 70% of the snaps. You know what I mean? Like how we had to get where Melvin had to play it there. Like, so for me, if we're going to move somebody, if we're even thinking about it, Ebron looks a lot more expendable to me now than Ingram. And even though Highsmith and TJ played extremely well, I'm not comfortable enough with the depth behind those guys going forward, especially for a run that because we're in position now. We can't win the division being at the center of the division. So winning yesterday, that moved us to third place, right? Now he's got to keep winning. Mike White. Right. Bro, he went out. Dude, did any of us think he would, bro, like that? Did you see the numbers he threw for?
400-something yards.
Bro, what? And no different than the cat in New Orleans. Simeon. Yeah. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy.
Simeon's definitely a fluke. I'll say that right now. White, though,
you don't think White's a fluke?
I don't know. Bro,
when I saw they were sitting Joe Flacco, I said, oh, man, this game is over with.
Jets fans are high on White right now. They think he might be better than Wilson.
Oh, God.
He could be. I mean, he's got more production than him this season, I'll tell you that.
Yo, that was nuts to me, though, man.
Yeah, good for him.
Heck yeah, I was and shoot, even Cooper Rush.
Right.
Dude, what?
I shouldn't have canceled my bet.
It's like, yo, what is this? It's like Cooper Rush, you hooping like that? Like
he dropped that dime to Cooper for the touchdown at the end.
Out, bro.
Kind of got lucky on the one where it hit the cornerback right in the chest.
Man. It ain't lucky. It ain't like Seven does those as well. He did it on purpose. It was baiting him. He was like, yo, I'm gonna hit you in the chest with this ball, drop it. Now I'm gonna hit you over the head.
Yeah. Cooper was good though, man.
I was surprised,
really
man.
Good. Hold on. I was thinking if I want to say something about Mike White again.
I'm trying to think, is there another quarterback that ball?
You think he's legit? He might be.
I don't know. I ain't watching enough.
I don't want to go crazy with it, but he looked like he belonged. I'll put it that way.
I would say that. Yeah, I thought he looked comfortable, and somebody just said that in the chat too. Quan Black. He's like, he thought that White looked really comfortable out there as well. I would agree with that. He looked. I didn't watch it enough because you got to think like their game was going on ours, so I wasn't gonna be flipping back and forth. And I was actually trying to research since I ain't had a chance to research in a while. Sure. So I really need to focus on my situation. So that was another reason why I was like, I ain't gonna be flipping all these channels. I'm gonna lock in on this channel. I'm gonna be good to go. So that's why I ain't really tuning in like that. But I feel like I have to go and watch him now.
I watched some of his highlights. Yeah. It looked like he was throwing dots. Yeah. He was throwing them pretty quick.
The fourth quarter, the 2 touchdowns he threw in the fourth. The one, what was the one? I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one. But he had one where I was like, yeah, that was a good throw. Like I thought it was like on a rope dot. Like yeah. And I know it.
And he doesn't have the best receivers up there in New York.
Not at all, bro.
Not even running back either.
400 yards, like, bro, that's a ton of like
Bengals defense. We've been saying just even the Bengals as a whole has been pretty underrated.
400 yards passing, like, bro, that is in the NFL. Think about, does Ben have a 400-yard passing game this season?
No.
Like, that's hard to do. Like, we look at 3-something. We're like, yo, you balled out with 3-something. 400 yards for a dude that nobody really even like gave a chance to. Yeah. Tip your cap to him though, man.
Who's the last guy like this? Is it Romo? The out of nowhere person?
Romo, it was a builder because I was around for that. I was around for that. That was my fandom. Romo, he came in and he started hooping, but it was like a build up. Like he had good moments, good plays, but it was like, yo, all right. It's cool.
Right. It wasn't first game. It was like he could be a starter though. And
but like
he just had to keep building your trust.
Bro, that man came on like he was Zach Wilson. Like you put up those type of numbers, that's what you expect from Zach Wilson. Like that's crazy. Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how that one plays out. Because Salah did not write off Mike White being the starter the rest of the season.
If he gonna play like that, why would he? Like, bro. And like I said, it was against the Cincinnati team that is hot, and it wasn't like they overlooked them either. Because you watched Cincinnati, they were playing, they were competing. Them boys was going at it, but it was like, yo, that kid, all right.
The reason I say Simeon a fluke, I've seen enough on him. He tried doing something with the Broncos.
I remember in Denver, yeah,
back and forth as a backup starter. Mm-hmm. I think it was just a lucky game for him.
I don't know, man. That was against the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man.
I didn't see that whole game. I just saw the pick at the end, to be honest with you. But they were beating them pretty good the whole game.
Good, yeah. That was doing like trick or treat time, man.
Dude, we got so many of our picks wrong. Like outside of the ones that we went against each other.
I'm just glad the ones we went against each other we watched.
Well, ball don't lie because we canceled on both those. I would have won the Cowboys
Well, no, the Texan one was over. The Texan one wasn't even close.
You're right.
But that was my read because I said, man, y'all keep me with that Davis Mills like you want to, bro.
I would have been 2-1.
I'm like, I'm not trusting. Heck no, I will not die on the Davis Mills train. I'm not dying on that hill. Not a chance. No.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we washed on that. But we got like the Bucks losing.
Yeah.
The Jets beating the Bengals. Mm-hmm. There was a couple other ones. I was just like, wow.
Or Bucks losing while Jameis tears his ACL. In this second quarter when that happened, it was still early in the game when that happened.
Wait, he's got ACL.
Yeah, ACL and MCL. He's out.
Oh, so Simeon's the starter.
That's what we're saying. He's out. Yeah.
Oh, so we'll see what Simeon does. Because I was gonna say, Simeon had a nice little run there. James is gonna come back next week or in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's out. And then Derrick Henry, he's the other guy right now. They say he missed like six weeks. They say it look like right now. Yeah.
Well, we play them maybe within that 6 week span too.
Playoff, yeah.
That timely. No, we play them early December.
No, you're tripping, yeah.
I think it's second week of December.
But I'm trying to think, hold on, how many games? Because they're at, are they at 5-2?
They're first place, I think, in the AFC.
Yeah.
6-2.
6-2. So, yeah, he could still potentially come back week 15-ish, maybe? Because, if they say 6 weeks, we know it's going to be, come on.
5.
You think it'll be 5 for him? You think he's super healer?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know if they'll be patient because of the foot.
I hope he misses ours because I think 6 weeks is exactly within the timeline that we play. I think would be that 6 week.
Got you.
Off the top of my head, I could look at the schedule right now because I think it's the second week in December we play. I think it's after the Ravens. Let me check it. It would be December 19th. So I think it's the third week. So that might be the first week he's back.
Okay.
Based off that timeline, because we got 4 weeks in November. Yeah. That would probably be the third week in December then.
Catch him when he first get back.
They don't have anyone else.
They just signed AP.
Did they?
Peterson. Yeah, they just signed him. Yep. He fits what they going to do. Yeah, downhill. Run the ball. One cut.
They might not miss that much of a beat.
No. He's going to fit exactly what they want to do, and then we're going to play action pass, and we're going to be all right.
In terms of trades, if we're trading James Washington, I'm with you on Ingram. I don't think we should trade him. But if the relationship's not repaired and he really wants out,
unless he goes full Debo, I can't trade him. I thought about it.
Okay.
I thought about it multiple times this weekend, researching and not research. Because sometimes when you research, your mind goes to another level. And then sometimes when you just regular, it's regular. So I was like, let me check both ways. Yeah. I couldn't come up with a conclusion where it made sense to trade that man.
So the combo of Taco Charlton and Tushka in terms of snap counts was 25%.
Yeah.
That was around where Ingram was last game, and he wasn't too happy.
Yeah. And you think for both of those guys,
we bump him to 35? We bump him to 35 or 40? Keep him happy?
I think you could.
Although Highsmith and Watts been playing pretty damn good.
True. And that's the issue to go with, because part of me says you bump Melvin, you save Highsmith and TJ for the rest of the season. Whereas if you keep their usage at 98, 100%, how long until their bodies break down?
That's fair. We saw it last year with Dupree. That was kind of fluky, though,
but
I'll be honest.
In the sense, though, it's not uncommon for those guys when they're out there that much to eventually start to slow down, to eventually have something pop up. I mean, it's the nature of it. So that's my only thing where I'm like, if I'm doing it from a team perspective, I don't mind bumping Melvin's usage up a little bit more because the drop off isn't like that between him and Alex. I mean, some people even question if there is a drop off. Right? It's more so just managing the personality, and that's a part of being a coach, being a CEO. Like, you gotta know, all right, if take a little bit here, but that's gonna make this guy that much happy. This ain't gonna affect him like that. Is Alex gonna mind coming off an additional 5 plays? With TJ mind coming off an additional 3 plays? Like, I don't think that that's gonna move their needle like that. Whereas for Melvin, that could be significant. Melvin, instead of playing 20, you're gonna get 30 plays.
Feels like he's more part of the team,
right? Because I know for me, when I was getting 30 snaps a game and it was the rotation, I was like, yo, 30, I feel like I'm still involved. When that's cut down to 10, you're like, bro, what am I dressing for? Like, I'm playing 10, 5 of these snaps are run plays, 2 is going to be play action pass. How many times I get a chance to actually cook? Because as address, we just want to cook. We just want to rush. So it's like, when am I going to get a chance to actually, like, beat me? And you check out at times because, like, mentally, you're just like, I don't feel like I'm doing either. I don't feel a part of it. And for Melvin, at least for me, I had the special teams part. So it's like, okay, you can go and do this. So I still feel like I'm doing something. Melvin's not covering kicks. Melvin's not blocking on punt return. You know what I mean? So you just sit around and you get your little 10, 15 plays. Like, yeah, that's going to be a little bit harder for him, especially with his history of being a guy that was out there 100% of the time. or at an extremely high clip as well. But yeah, if he ain't going full Debo, man, I ain't moving that kid right now. I just can't do it.
I'm with you on that.
Can't do it. I tried to do it. I can't do it.
With Washington, though, I don't move him unless I'm getting a receiver.
Yeah.
Whether we're signing a guy or we're calling Anthony Miller up, because I don't want Ray McLeod as our third guy.
Yeah.
I really don't. Now, you saw one name available. I don't want to jump the gun here or anything, but this is a hot topic. And
this came up this weekend, too. Yeah,
I think we should trade for him immediately. Deshaun Jackson.
What are you talking about?
Take the top off the defense.
He definitely does
burner.
that still, man.
You want to say for a third receiver right there? I mean, that'd be perfect. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
To have a 3 wide receiver set, we have Deshaun Jackson.
Listen, if they think that Ray fits, and Ray still had like 15, 20 plays, in terms of like, no, that was not this week. I'm talking about a week ago, right? Think about how many plays that Ray had, right?
I think he got like 30 or 40%.
That was like 30, yeah. So when I think of Deshaun's getting almost the exact same amount of snaps, or he was getting those amount of snaps in LA, but his role here, you're instantly taking shots with him. He's that type of guy. Whereas with Ray, we like his speed, but he's not necessarily a take the top off a defense guy. Deshaun has that speed and is a take the top off a defense guy. I would like that. I could definitely see that, man.
He's been at 30%. He was at 27%. He was at 32% when he went off against Tampa Bay, 121 yards and a touchdown. 30%, 24. It was only 6% last week. Bro, James Washington was 40 or 47 in this last game. If we're getting rid of James Washington, even if we're not, I would love to have Deshaun Jackson.
Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, till tomorrow, so.
It would be cheap to get him, too. How about just an Ebron for Deshaun Jackson straight up?
If you're the Rams, though, do you need Ebron?
No.
Yeah, that's my only thing.
Ebron, 7th rounder, James Washington for Deshaun Jackson. That's actually too much.
I feel like that's way too much.
It's too much, but that would get the deal done right there.
Oh, it would, but I'm like, I don't want to give all that for D-Jack. Like, yeah, if this was like 3 years ago, but not right now.
Dude, that would be the perfect 3 wide receiver set because you know why he's out on the field then. We have our base stuff with the 2 tight ends, the 2 receivers, but then when we go 3 wide, it's like,
for a fact, if you're a coordinator, regardless of how many he's caught this season, when he shows up out there 3 in the slot, you're like, bruh, get them safeties back them up, get them out the box, back them up, because you know what he's capable of. You know he could do that. So yeah, I would definitely like that a lot.
So you're down with that move?
I would like that. 100% I would like that.
Chances we make it, I'm saying 0.1.
Slim, super slim.
That's unfortunate.
But I'm all for being surprised. And of lately, the Steelers have been surprising us. So, you know what? I'm not going to go in here and think that they won't surprise us. I won't keep my hopes up too high, but I'm all for them being able to surprise. Because, I mean, we can go down the list these past 3 years of how many players that typically would never have come up on the radar or typically would have never made a move for, whether it's the draft, free agency, or trade that we've done in these past couple of years. So I'm all worried. I don't think they'll go full LA Rams, but you know, I do think that I wouldn't put it past them to actually take a chance on someone.
Do you think he'd be happy enough with his role then here? Because it's almost the same thing in a way, but you think we'll feature him more?
I think,
if he's out there.
Yeah, because to me, Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp out there, along with the tight end, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Higbee.
Higbee. But it's like, I feel like with those 3 guys, it's clear, defined, and Stafford, he can hit those guys consistently as well. So throws that most quarterbacks might hesitate at, Stafford doesn't mind making those throws, and those guys get that, they can get the separation for that. And Woods is a super consistent catcher and things like that, right? Whereas here, we know our offense is a little bit different, right? It's not like how it used to be where it doesn't have to be the most separation, but we're still so confident we're airing it out, right? We talked about we're minimizing Ben's role a little bit more. A guy like Deshaun, though, he creates a ton of separation when he's going vertical. And if he's not creating that separation, he's drawing a ton of attention with him, which is going to open it up for a Deontay, it'll open it up for a Claypool, or potentially a Pat Fryer move. All of those things I feel like benefit Deshaun as well as this offense in terms of how you would utilize those guys. And then, I mean, you just hope that you get a team that says, well, hey, Deshaun, you're going to have to prove it to me. You're going to have to prove that you can still catch it. You can prove that you can still take the top off the defense. And that's when Deshaun really gets a chance to highlight himself and thrive. And we know with Ben, arm strength isn't the question. Accuracy was, right? But when you're talking about hitting a guy that's downfield and Deshaun typically gets a yard or 2 yards of separation, to me, that isn't as difficult. That's kind of like what we've been seeing when Ben has been able to hit Deontay Johnson early on in some of these games. Now, I'm mad that streak finally broke this week. I was like, bro, come on, man. We need another one. Like, that's been how we do on opening drives here. But either way, we got the win, so it's okay. But to me, I'm like, that's no different than those throws that he makes to him. He's shown that he can consistently hit that throw. He might not be able to hit some of these other ones downfield, but he's consistently hitting those. And to me, Deshaun brings that element. He could do it consistently as well.
I would love that trade.
Yeah.
You want to hit the chat? Anything else in terms of the game, Steelers, hot topics related that you wanted to hit?
We got to do anyway. So before we get to the chat, we're going to do a couple of things. First off, we got to talk because we got the merchandise, right? We always got that thing popping, but we have a new shirt. Okay. We have a new shirt that just dropped today. It's not even up here on the I can't even advertise this yet because I thought the system was gonna update it already before it could be up here. But if you click on where
we have the
merchandise, so you already see the merchandise on the video right down at the bottom. I actually have it pinned in the chat. If you click on that shirt,
744 watching.
You see, man, they out here, man. But only 317 likes. The algorithm is not going to be happy, and the algorithm was actually upset with us for taking the 2 weeks off. I did notice that.
You think?
It was clear. Usually we could just search our name and the first thing that pop up. You keep going down right there. So we got a new upper room shirt, ladies and gentlemen. We got a new upper room shirt. It's exclusive. You see it. It's a long sleeve because the weather is breaking. But yeah, we just dropped a brand new The Upper Room shirt. I mean, click on it, Deke. Talk to the people about it. You describe it to them.
Well, you saw my reaction. I was just like, whoa.
You describe it to them, man.
It's dope, man.
You know what I'm saying, man?
It's a dope ass shirt.
Space themed, you know?
Exactly.
Terrible towel. Got a little extra.
It's long sleeve too. Long sleeve's badass.
Man. Come on now.
We got Mars there.
Because, you know, we're galaxy travelers. That's what we do.
What's Moats saying here? Oh, he's saying yes, indeed, too.
Terrible towel. And you notice we're breathing, right? You see that exhaust coming out of our helmets?
Yeah.
You know, because every once in a while when you research, you got to breathe that thing out a little bit.
It's a badass shirt,
It's pretty dope, bro. Shout out to the homie Roach. Shout out to the homie Roach.
Yeah, I think
man.
you just got to look at. I don't know if I'm going to do it justice.
Yeah.
Because that was my reaction. I was like, oh, this is sick.
But for those, like I said, man, eventually the YouTube will update and catch up to what we got going on. But since it hasn't updated just yet, click on the picture right here where it says showing merchandise or under any of the videos, and it'll take you to the actual Teesprings website, the World of Art the Moats, and just scroll down a little bit. You will see the new Upper Room shirt. And even if you're not an Upper Room member, you can still purchase said shirt.
I was going to ask, can I get it? I don't know.
Absolutely. You don't have to be Upper Room member because we all are part of the family.
Okay.
You know, that's like hey, I didn't want to be in the Upper Room, but I still want to rock the gear. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. But it's a dope shirt. I can't wait till it comes in for us too, man.
I think so.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you want me to hit the chat?
Yes. Oh, well, no, not yet, because I had another thing that I had to do by the way of paying bills. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't pay bills, what we doing, right?
Exactly.
So
not paying bills.
And we don't ever want to not pay bills because then we're going to get in trouble. But you know what? We're going to talk about our friends at Manscaped because they always come through for us. And I will say this, man. For those that listen to us, when we said, man, you don't want your jack-o'-lanterns looking real scary. You want to make sure they're smooth with no hair on them. I'm sure that they had a great time last night on Halloween because they were aerodynamic. I know for me, I ain't have a lot of sweat going on. I was smooth and ready to go, baby. Like a ninja supposed to be because that's what I dressed up as, being my little man, all right? But with that being said, man, shout out to Manscaped and their awesome products. As we talk about always, the Lawnmower 4.0, but their performance package, more importantly, is what I want to talk about today because it's wintertime. It's wintertime. You need more than just the lawnmower because the lawnmower is dope, but sometimes you gotta get the nostril hairs.
Right.
When the last time you shaved nostril hair? Well, the trimmers are actually in that 4.0 package. We talk about how when it gets a little warmer, you got to put more clothes on. Well, with more clothes, you might sweat a little more. Well, Deke, that's what the Crop Reviver is for. And don't forget the ball refresher, too. Because you got to have them refreshed, and they got to be revived. And then that way they can go out there for the people and have a little fun with the people. So with that being said, make sure y'all check them out. But as we always do when we're talking about any group, we talk about promo codes. And the promo code is Moats. You use that promo code, 20% off your purchase along with free shipping worldwide. Once again, Deke, free shipping worldwide. Does it get any better than that?
Hell of a deal.
Can't go wrong right there, ladies and gentlemen. So it's simple. Manscaped. And now we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right.
Chat now?
Yes, now we get back to that chat. I had to make sure I paid them bills so I forgot it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, UW. This is way back. It says, we have found Tom Brady's kryptonite. It's backup quarterbacks.
Oh, hold on. Where are you at?
I think that's the one we left off. That's way up.
Let me see. Nope. Oh, yeah. You're actually good. Okay, because the Ocho Cinco comment. Yep, so we're good. We are good. Let's go. Oh, they said link the shirt. So, yeah, while you do that, I'll put the link to the shirt in.
Yeah, I'll just read off some of these comments then. So he's probably referring to Nick Foles.
Nick Foles got him.
Trevor Siemian. I don't know if there's anyone else in his database that he's played up against, backup quarterbacks that have kind of got the win. And
yeah, because Eli wasn't a backup, but Eli was just Eli.
Is there any other? There might have been a Dolphins one back in the day that got him. But those are the only two that come to mind. If you remember someone else, let me know.
I can't think of anyone else, but I will say this. I did just put the link to the new shirt in the chat since, like I said, YouTube hasn't fully updated it just yet so we can have it up there. But I did just pin that, so you simply click on that link, and, yeah, it'll take you to the shirt, man.
We got Eric Long, member for 3 months. This is his upper room comment.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate this comment. He says, go follow my boy Deke on YouTube and IG.
Facts.
Let's get him to 10K. I appreciate you sticking by Ben through everything, Deke.
Let's go.
Y'all are real ones.
Y'all heard what the man said.
Thanks,
Y'all heard
man.
what the man said. Show
close.
the boy some love.
I think I'm at like 8-something on YouTube.
Hey, I'm a subscriber. I'm following.
I'm probably going to hit 10K on Instagram maybe this week, actually. I'll be straight up about that. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you for the comment.
That boy said, started from the bottom, now we here.
And with what he's saying right there, appreciate you sticking with Ben through everything. I did kind of go off on my vid today. I was blasting fake fans and saying, like, where was this energy at 1-3 and shit? And yeah, I was going off.
You can't never just win. Oh.
I had to go off. I had to.
It's cool.
Bad 300. Browns pack loud ass. ASF. I mean, I kind of just want to say I do sometimes drop the F-bomb here. I don't know what the vibe is right now. I could drop it, but.
Loudest freak. There we go. Loudest freak. You know, I'll take your pay.
I got that 2-for-1 pack yesterday, dude.
You did, man.
Shout out to whoever said the brownies in the comments, because that's what inspired it, obviously. That was funny.
I definitely like that, man.
Nigel Jackson, representing the Highly Advised podcast. What's this? A little off topic, but Moats, did you catch UFC 267?
Bro, absolutely.
What do you think of Khamzat?
Khamzat. Dude, Khamzat. Bruh, he's a monster. But not just him. Not just Khamzat. I think about him. I thought about Islam Makhachev. Both of them dudes, man. In terms of Khamzat and Makhachev, amazing. And shout out to the old man Glover. Bruh, 40+ years old. He beat Jan Blachowicz, the cat that had the Polish probably.
He's pretty good.
Absolutely. He's been the champ. Beat Izzy when Israel Adesanya when he tried to go for the double belts and stuff like that. But bro, Glover from the start, man, it was a dope vibe, man. I definitely enjoyed it. I was mad that it was so early though, bro. Like, who has a 2:00 fight card? What are we talking about? But it was a Saturday, so I can get it. But no, I definitely enjoyed that card, man. It was good. Okay. Ready for the one this weekend too, though, man.
Chat jumped on me. I'm at calculated snipe.
Oh, jumped on you? Okay, we're good. You're good. So I got 3 ahead of you there. No worries. So Air Force One. Shout out to Air Force One, man. Extra presidential today, using their free 2nd month member of the Upper Room chat. Make sure you check out that shirt too, man. I put the link in there. Since you're Upper Room member, it's your 2nd month, man. You got to rock the gear. Says, what's up, fellas? 434 Charlottesville, Virginia in the house. Just checking in. Nah, major respect, man. Got love for the 434. Absolutely. Yes. Then we also got Micah Hemp. Shout out to Micah Hemp using his free 4-month Upper Room member chat. Shout out to you as well, man. Says, yeah. It turned out to be a terrible call. All I'm saying is hindsight is 2020. If we convert, then everyone is saying how brilliant and gutsy Tomlin is. 100%. I know that's how I felt. Deke is a little bit different. Deke don't like any person out there on 4th down except 7. I got that. And I can understand it. But I'm with you though, Mike. I'm with you. Okay. Then we also got Nick Y using their 2nd month of the Upper Room free chat. Shout out to you. Definitely check out the shirt. Like I said, got it pinned into the chat. Let us know what you think. Yeah, let us know your thoughts on the shirt also, man. I know y'all got that in the chat. Check it out. Tell me what y'all think. If you like it or not. Thumbs up, thumbs down. But he says 692 in the chat. We can get these likes up. Show the guys some love. Black and gold with the hearts. You're absolutely right, man. We're at 350 on the likes right now, but they're improving. And like I said, it's an algorithm thing. It's not a Moats and Deke thing. We don't really care about the likes like that, but the algorithm keeps the content flowing to you, and it makes it more easily accessible, so y'all don't have to go and search everything, right? Because that's the other thing.
Or even for future people that want to watch it.
Absolutely. Like they can't know if y'all not letting them. But it's kind of like, you want to keep this type of secret. You tell your friend, like when you watch that new show, you're like, bro, I watched this new show. I can't wait to tell you. When you saw The Last Dance, you was, hey, yo, Mo, man, Last Dance, bro, that thing crazy, but you got to check the thing out. Same concept with YouTube, but they do it off of likes and subscribing. So yeah, just hit your like button, ding, ding, hit the subscribe button, ding, 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 and hit that little bell and notification, that way y'all know whenever we up here. And y'all be good to go.
Exactly.
All right, now you should be caught up with Calculated Snipe.
Yep. Where do you guys feel Banner and Tuitt are in terms of returning to the team, and what impact do you feel like they'd have?
Man, I feel like Banner is right on the precipice of returning. I mean, I thought that we were going to see him this week. I thought it would initially be as the extra O lineman, just because of what Matt Canada and Mike Tomlin had spoke on earlier in the week. But I still feel like he's going to be out there this weekend. We're going to get a chance to talk to him tomorrow. Like I said, and that's for all the upper room members. You can be on that call live. We'll have it at 12:20 like we always do on Banner Tuesdays. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting just to kind of hear the thought process of the decision with that, and just where he's at mentally as well, man. This is, it's tough on him. We know it's tough on him because, I mean, he's been talking about wanting to come back 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. Even
before he was cleared to come back, he was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to come back. So, I mean, I know that's tough on him, man, but I do think that he is super close to being back out there. I just don't know the thought process. Was it matchup related? Is it continuity with the old line? Really, kind of like some of the stuff we talked about, if that's what's holding him back, or is it the team doesn't feel that, hey man, he can go for the whole game just yet? Because that's the other part. If you put him in a helmet, somebody has to come out of a helmet. And if you don't feel he can play the whole game, if one of those old linemen go down, he's thrust into that. You can't really put the training wheels on him once you put him out there. So that could be the other reasoning behind this team saying, hey, we know we're going to need him down the stretch potentially. Let's not rush him right here and put him in a situation where he can make it worse or he can compromise his own health. And that is something that's realistic when you're talking about the team, because he's their investment. So you're going to be a little bit more cautious with that. But as long as the O-line is continuing to improve like they are, I do think it's allowed the team to take this approach. I think if the O-line was playing like how they played in the first 4 games, I don't think it's the same mentality. I think that they have way more urgency in terms of them getting them back out there. But because of how it's been this season and how they've improved, I think that's more so why we've seen them kind of be a little bit more just slow pace with his return. Tuitt, I mean, I don't think that's happening anytime soon, man.
Yeah. Need him. Could use him. Although defensive line did play pretty good. I just don't know how much of a solution that is long term without someone like Tuitt in there.
Yeah, I would agree.
Q. I like this one.
Uh-oh.
Ebron for Denzel Mims. Jets don't even use him. So very cheap grab. I checked his snap percentages. Mm-hmm. It is pretty low. 5%, 16, 14, 31. Although they did use him 70% last game with Mike White. I don't know if there's a connection there. He only got 30 yards, though. Do they want Ebron? Does any of these teams want Ebron?
That's the other part, right? It's like,
well, Mims for a 7th round pick, maybe.
Why are we trying to? If we're so gung ho to get rid of Ebron, why is another team willing to give up a good player for a said player? That's the catch-22 right there, man. I don't want to give him up. Well, what? Give us up a good guy for this guy. Well, he sucks. I don't know. Why we gonna trade him then? I ain't doing that. Yeah.
Is Mims automatically an upgrade over like James Washington though for a third receiver?
I don't.
Talent, obviously.
Yeah. But not necessarily. James was a 2nd round pick himself.
2nd round pick. Yeah. Was Mims 2nd round or did he go 1st round? Let me check.
I thought he was 2nd.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. High pick. Let me see.
I thought he was 2nd. Was he? Was he a 1st rounder?
He was. Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, 2nd round.
2nd, okay.
59th overall.
2nd round. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong numbers. Yeah, I think that's actually probably the same number they were drafted at.
Yeah.
Isn't it around the 50s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Joseph Parker, you just giving some support here.
Hey, man, salute you, babe. We appreciate you from the heart. From the heart.
Thanks, bro. Let's see. Scrolling down a little bit here. King Star Boy 7. What's up, guys? It was a great win yesterday. I just realized that our next game is on my birthday.
Oh, shout out.
The 8th.
Let's go. Well, I guess we can give you a happy early birthday today. We probably won't record on your birthday because that's going to be Monday Night Football. Say we definitely not going to record on your birthday. But we'll give you a happy early birthday. So happy early birthday, King Star Boy 7. And I'm sure we'll see you later in these chats anyways as the week progresses. But either way, I'm going to tell it to you now so I don't forget.
Mr. Lamborghini Leglock. Will Ben play another year or is this the farewell tour?
Well, Deke said he playing for another 20 years.
Yeah, you know my opinion on this one. Let him keep playing.
I think it's the swan song. I think that.
Oh no,
I'm not gonna lie. The more I watch it, the more I'm just like, oh man. It's not terrible. It's good, but it's just like I just hate the fact that I've had to change how we view 7 and our expectations for 7. That's the part for me, because I was accustomed to the old version where it's like you at 400 yards isn't a surprise to us. You know what I mean? It wasn't a limit on how much you could throw the ball. You know, he gonna light it up, he gonna do what he needs to do. Whereas right now, I legitimately feel like we have to have him capped at a certain amount of throws. Like, I just don't like that feeling, man. I don't. So yeah,
I don't think there needs to be a cap.
I know you don't, but we've seen
Unleash.
The proof is in the pudding.
Unleash.
The proof is in the pudding. You look at the games where he's done more and the outcome. You look at the games where he's been a little bit more capped in that outcome. That's all.
I think the line's getting better, though. Line's getting better running it. I think it's all coming together. So, yeah. I mean, to me, 300 yards, 400 yards. I don't see it as a surprise. If if we're down, we got to come back, or even if there's an opening there. Maybe we trade for Deshaun Jackson. We let it fly a little bit. Yeah. That's my take, though.
I'm gonna say I cannot go there.
We got another comment that is related to Mr. Lamborghini Leglock.
Oh, all right.
Let's go UW. He says, "Well, Deke, it seems like the bus has the same opinion on 7 as you do. That he should play so long as he has the drive, so Ben doesn't have any regrets on the field. Works for me."
Hey, man. All right.
Where's the bus saying this at? I might need to.
I don't know. I'm just saying, man.
Send me a link. I'll retweet that. Okay, hold on. Chat jumped a little bit. No, but I'm good, though. I'm good. We got some upper room comments. Am I right?
Yeah, you should be on NSMC.
MNSMC 99. Don't tell Deke, but I'm thinking Boswell needs to take over QB1 over Ben when he comes back.
My man was auditioning. He was like, look, I haven't seen nobody definitively take this spot. I know y'all was hyping up Mason. Y'all talk Haskins. You know what? It's my time now. I mean, up until that throw, he had a good little QB percentage and stuff like that. Man, he didn't throw a tutty already, you know? That's what I'm saying. I think because he didn't throw that pick in Seattle a couple years ago. That was the other fake field goal to Al. Or did he?
I can't remember.
No, that was Landry. Landry threw that one. Yeah, that was like 16. Yeah, we were playing in Seattle.
The Wheaton 200-yard game.
Mm-hmm. But we had the fake field goal. Landry tossed it up to Al. Yeah, changed the whole game. But Landry didn't read. He just tossed it. He was literally just like, just threw it up. Like, bro, what you doing? Yeah.
Zig Shazier, what's your opinion on Bush, Sutton? I'm not sure what our holes are in our defense, but I feel like we have some small holes that need fixing. I thought Sutton played good from what I remember. Joe Hayden, too.
Yeah, I thought the DBs, some of the throws that they were getting hit on was a part of the play action, was a part of just the Steelers' commitment to stopping the run. You were going to have some of those throws available. Devin, obviously, people brought up the overrunning again. I get it. But once again, like I talked about, it feels a lot faster when you haven't been out there. It feels super fast. And he's still dealing with that a little bit. Overrunning it. You don't need to overrun. You got hope. Minka was outside forcing it back there until you just stay inside on the ball. He is going to continue to improve. But there will be growing pains. I understand it. And
he had some nice plays, though,
he
too. He
did. I mean, the fourth down play, I thought that was just a good team play as well, man, between Cam getting the initial penetration, Joe Hayden popping up, TJ Chase from the backside, and then Devin not giving up on the play. Because you saw initially he kind of lost it, but then came back and made the play. He's going to keep getting better. It's just, like I said, can we get out of stadium while he is still learning, while he's still growing? So far, so good, right? It's 3 games in a row now we've been able to get out there. Now, Spillane still had his plays and stuff like that, and he still had his snaps. But as a whole, you want Devin to be the guy. Joe had a really good game in terms of Joe Schobert. Mm-hmm. And once again, he was a guy that we talked about not necessarily playing to the best of his abilities going into this game. But once again, these guys are professionals. They're going to keep getting better. It's just a matter of, can we allot them that time? But as long as the defensive front is playing the way they're playing in terms of Cam, TJ, Highsmith, those guys, Loudermilk, Wormley and them and company, when they're playing like that, you can kind of get away with it. And that's what we said, man. Those are going to have to be the guys that continue to provide that wave until the LBs, in terms of the inside linebackers, get completely up to speed where they need to be.
Diaz Mayo, another one on Cam Sutton. What's up, Moats and Deke? What do you think of Cam's performance? Think the tackle on Chubb was absolutely magnificent, and coverage was great. I agree with him.
Sutton's always been a scrappy player. Sutton's biggest issue is no different than James Pierce's issue. When you're putting him outside against a number one receiver and you're asking him to run and use that speed, big speed, long speed, that's where they're going to come up short. But anything where it's short area, anything where you're talking about him just being scrappy, making tackles, like Cam Sutton 100% could do that. It's never been a question of physicality for him. It's just top end speed. That's why he was more of a slot corner versus being on the outside. James Pierce is another example of that, man. You're not questioning James Pierce's toughness. You're not questioning his fundamentals in coverage. What we question is, man, when that ball is thrown this 40 yards out and we see the difference of those last little 5 to 10 yards, that's where he struggles because of the speed element. And that's something that it's never going to just wake up and be faster. You hope that the best version of that would be Marlon Humphrey, right? Because Marlon isn't a blazer, but Marlon is super physical and he has great technique, and he just does a good job of never allowing those fast guys to get up to speed like that where it can hurt him. James Pierre, Cam Sutton, that's the part where they got to keep working at so they can do it more consistently. But yeah, man, I like what I'm saying with Cam though, man.
Booyah.
Booyah!
It says tuning in from the 651 Minnesota.
Okay.
Loving the W yesterday. Mm-hmm. Glad to tune into the show on my birthday today.
Oh man, happy birthday!
A lot of birthdays going around for the Steeler Victory Monday. Y'all are the best.
I like that, man. Shoot, my daughter's birthday, my little Ava birthday coming up next week. Actually, this Saturday, the 6th. Yeah.
Let's go, UW. Says tagged you on Twitter, Deke. I guess that was for the bus comment.
Yeah, cool. So, cause I know you got to get your retweet on. Yeah.
I think we're caught up.
I like it there, man. I like it. All right.
Is there anything we're missing that you wanted to talk about? I know we talked a lot of offense. Is there anything particular on defense? Trey Norwood, he didn't play too much.
For me, I just keep getting stuck on the D-line, bro. Cam Hayward, I mean, like, you just watch how often he's disrupting plays. Pass plays, running plays, like, it's just crazy to me, man. I'm loving it.
This is great. I didn't think this was possible when we signed him to this extension. This might be the best ball he's playing of his career.
Well, because we did say it was like, well, at least all right with this deal. When it gets later in the year or later in the contract, we can get out of that thing. His play probably be declining. We also thought that, oh man, Tua would have probably surpassed him by now as well. But yeah, my dude is like, yo, I'm an ageless wonder.
Oh, that's great.
I love it, man. Love it. But you also see his impact on the younger guys, right? We talk about Isaiah Loudermilk, man. Every time he's coming in there now, he rushes, he looks, he plays just like Cam.
Your boy Wormley did.
That's all right.
Steady.
You're the only one that's surprised by Wormley. Y'all get surprised. I tell you, every time we come in here, I say, yo, Wormley is just steady Eddie, super consistent. He's never gonna be a filet mignon, but he's that New York strip. You can't mess it up. It's hey man, where am I? Just give me the strip. All right, just give me the strip. You can't go wrong with a strip. You can't kill a strip. You know, that's what he is. He's just a perfect. He's never gonna wow you, but he's never gonna kill you. He's always gonna be out there. He's gonna make the plays he's supposed to make. He's always gonna be fundamentally sound. He's always gonna be in his gap, and that's what you want. That's what you want. Yeah, man, I'm loving it. I'm loving when I see that, man.
Edmonds didn't do anything crazy. Didn't get burned or anything, from what I can remember. Almost got trucked over though. Did you see that one?
I did, but
made the tackle. I was like, this is one thing, this is man. Great.
It's like anytime fans get more like, I feel like fans will poo-poo a guy getting ran over. For us, we're like, did you make the tackle?
Made the tackle.
Make the tackle. I don't care.
Didn't gain any more yards.
I don't care. Like, even I know the Clowney when he got stiffed on right by Najee. Oh man, I know Clowney got to be embarrassed. No, it's 2-yard loss. He ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Like, that's as a player, because you understand just how hard it is to bring these guys down. Yeah. So for Edmonds, I don't care if you get ran over. If you get ran over, just make sure he falls while he's going over top of you. Still a good play.
Leah Warren, Moats, are you going to do a live reaction for a game this season? It was super fun interacting live the last time.
I know. Well, I will say this. Now that we are to the portion of the schedule, after November especially, we'll have more road games. I might pull up one then. The only thing is, I'm not going to lie, man. When I get a chance to chill at the crib, me and wifey, we've been enjoying just watching our games together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, wifey was here. I'll tell you, my mother-in-law, she lives out here now. So, like, yesterday, for example, It was me, my wife, my mother-in-law, had my Moats and readers going, had my research. Like, it was just a great vibe. Whereas when I'm on a live, I got to be just a little bit more buttoned up, just like a tad bit, not a lot, but just a tad bit more buttoned up. And I feel like when I'm on a live, I gotta like worry about like my appearance. Y'all saw when I shot that video after the game, I ain't care. Onesie on, hair looking like whatever it looked like. I don't care, brother, because I was just enjoying life. But when I'm on a live, I feel like I gotta be a little bit more. All right, let me brush my hair. Let me put on the clothes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. But I got y'all though. I got you.
Well, I think we're caught up on the chat. I don't know. I don't think we're missing anything in terms of the game. Do we want to hit the calls?
I feel like we should.
We're at 6:20.
I was looking to see if there was any more in the regular chats as well.
Oh,
I know we were talking about Taco. The city he had created a fumble. I thought that was Joe Schobert that had that fumble though, man. The one on Jarvis.
Is he talking about another one? Maybe like bounced out of bounds or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Taco should have had a sack, but they gave it to Worley. I honestly don't remember seeing Taco out there at all. I even rewatched the game today.
Because at first, when I first saw him, I was like, "Yo, who got Vin's jersey on?" But yeah,
bro, I did not notice him at all. I watched the game over at my buddy's house. Obviously, that's a different type of watching it. You're just kind of like watching, chilling and stuff. I even rewatched it today. I just really didn't even notice him that much.
Like I said, he had about 10 snaps out there, man. But to me, because the reason I remember him that specific play, because he was in coverage and actually he was buzzing out. It was cover 3, and I remember saying to myself, like, he looked a little uncomfortable just because like how we do it in Pittsburgh of like having to sit here, but then. But the O-line coach outside linebackers coach / D coordinator, we would always coach it differently. So he was a big believer in, I don't want you looking at the receiver. I want you looking back at this quarterback bursting out. When the quarterback settles, you settle. Then we would always go like, well, man, I would much rather look at the receiver because he can give me a little bit more information. So we'd always be back and forth. But I remember watching Taco on the play and he's like bouncing and he's like running, like he peeks, stares back. And then obviously that's when Jarvis comes in right behind him and he makes the catch. But then from there, it was definitely Schobert that hit him, wrapped him up, and pulled the ball out. Yeah, Taco was in the vicinity, but I don't remember this.
Someone saying rewatch the film. They're saying check the tapes.
No, I did.
Rod Dawless. He's saying
I thought it was 98 for certain, man. I mean, not 98 for certain. I thought it was Schobert though, man. Yeah.
Well, I saw a funny comment I wanted to read. Damn it, I lost it. Hold on.
And then they're asking, I did see
here it is. I got it.
Bet.
Bagger Brandon says Bush get putting disrespect on 55 Moats.
Oh man, stop it, man. But Bush is a top 10 pick. All right, he can never put disrespect on the 5-5 as a top 10 pick. I was a 6th rounder, so it doesn't matter. You know, I respect the top 10 pick, man. That's pedigree that I could only dream of. But no, Jesse Herrera, he was the one he asked. He was like, do you think Taco gets moved up now? The only way Taco would be moved up is if they were to move Ingram. And and we don't think they're going to move Ingram. If they do that, then yeah, Taco would definitely be good. They would go ahead and activate into the 53. But I think right now, this was more so in reaction to Melvin obviously being down. And here's the play right here. Let's look. Nope, I just watched it again. Definitely was Schobert,
Taco
man.
Is in
Taco's in there.
Yeah.
But I should rewind that. I mean, I'm literally watching it play. It literally just happened
Live
right
react.
Here. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And you can see the coverage I was talking about, too, man, with my man Taco.
Okay.
Bottom of the screen. This is how we doing this on the live, because y'all ain't know this. See? Hesitate. All right, get back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
That's Schobert, bro. I like it, though. I know you said watch play again. We literally just watched it live again just for y'all, man. Yeah.
What do you think it was? Maybe.
No, it was just saying because I watched
maybe
it.
he tapped his back head and
because Joe has his arm. You know, Joe's holding his arm and ripping at that thing.
No,
man.
yeah, it looked like he just swiped his arm across and here it is, slow motion.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Right here,
Schobert. Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa! Was it like a back elbow move? Maybe
ball's in this hand. He's pulling it out, baby. Hey, you can see what y'all want to see.
Hold on.
Joe Schobert right there. Ball's in the hand. Pulls it out.
I he might have did it on accident.
He's pulling it out.
No, I'm talking about Taco.
Taco doesn't hit that ball, man.
It might have been both of them, though, combined. Maybe.
Joe had the ball, though. I mean, Joe's the one who pulled it, though, man.
I know. He had it on. Taco may have, you know how they do like half a sack?
It's no half a fumbles.
They don't. Like, you would give that to Schobert. I agree.
So what we talk about there? Ball's in the right hand right there. He pulls it. What are we talking about here, man? I didn't think it was any debate. But I like it, though. A good play for Taco.
I see him running to Spillane. Yeah. There's different angles. The one didn't look like he got his elbow in there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I was just trying to see. Trying to see what they're seeing, maybe.
I'm trying to see it, too. But either way, it was a good play. I'm glad that he was able to get back into the picture. That's all that matters.
All right. Yeah. They're saying he made a play on Wormley's sack, though. Maybe he should have gotten a sack credited to him.
Oh, okay. I ain't even look at that one. But I can see that, though. I hope so. Either way, it was good by him because he did not play bad. And that's all we want. Just go out here and play good. Execute. Just do your job. Don't kill us. He ain't kill us.
All right.
So I think we are
good.
The
calls?
I believe it is time for the calls, right? Let's get to the calls, man. And y'all leave Devin Bush alone. I see everybody in the chat. Yeah. E. Jenkins, talk about lay off of my man Devin, man. He just young. Let my man be young for a little bit, all right? But he growing. He gonna get right. All righty.
Now this is on you in terms of how many calls.
What you mean it's on me?
Because we're 6:25 right now.
Uh-huh.
So whatever you're thinking.
Okay. We got about 10 minutes for y'all.
Okay. Works for me.
Got 10 minutes of the calls. You know? And have a little fun with this thing.
These will be the best of, huh?
Get my headphones in this thing. Oh, yeah, turn me up in the headphones. Turn me up. I'm in the booth. Yo. They call me Mr. Moats. Out here having a little bit of fun with my man Big Deke. How we do it when we on the run. Oh, all right. I got to look excited. I'm sorry, man.
I got to say something to Michael Patrick McCracken. Get well soon. He says he's got the Rona, too.
Oh, no, not the
Sore
Rona.
Sore throat. Couldn't call in.
Oh, wait. You don't want that? No, player. Get well soon, though, baby. Definitely think about you, my Irish brother.
Whenever you're ready.
Well, I'm ready, man. I'm fired up. I'm just trying to think which one I want to start it because, as always, man, y'all came in hot and heavy, baby, hot and heavy. So here we go. I'll start at this random one right here. Huh.
Hey, this is Jack calling from Cedarville, Ohio. Oh my gosh, did you see that catch by Pat Freiermuth? What in the world? I mean, I love Juju, but if we're going to get to see more of Pat when Juju's out like that, like Antonio Freiermuth.
Well, that's what you're saying.
I don't know. Hopefully we can pull off this win here. We just got the ball back. A couple minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Just got to give it to Najee, let him run the clock out. We'll be going on to 4-3 here.
Let's go.
Anyways, love the show, guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Respect. Yo, that's funny. Yo, if we gonna get this from Pat, hey Juju, I'm sorry about your shoulder and all that, but
when did he get hurt? Denver game?
Yeah. That's pretty funny, man. All right.
I'm not gonna say anything. Because I like Juju.
I do too. No Juju slander. And we like his mom. His mom, I mean, she done pulled up on the tailgate a couple times, man. We show her love, man. We ain't no Juju slander. No Juju slander. All right. Who we got next?
What is up, Master Moats and Deke do? This is Mason Nevlin. I'm calling out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Tell the Browns, nay before they get a whooping, boy. Nay before y'all get a whooping.
With my brother, we just finished watching the game. Man, Pat Freiermuth, insane. All I got to say. Y'all have a good one.
I like he had a little cameo from his brother in there and everything, man.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how you know it was a good time.
Yeah,
when the homies see you on the hey, yo, I'm going to shout it out too. I like that right there. You need that every once in a while, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see who else we got in here getting it off their chest. I missed this. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, what's going on? It's Zeke, Shazier, tuning in from London. Hey, man. Ben did good. We did good. On defense, we stopped the run like we needed to for the most part, I just, I didn't like the play about, with Chris Boswell, my man. He's on my fantasy too. He got injured. If you're going to do that, in my opinion, I believe that you should leave Ben on the field. I feel like Deke would agree with me, and just run it straight up. Like, just go for it on fourth down. I wouldn't have done that, even hindsight 2020, I still wouldn't have.
It sounds exactly like me.
Done that. Like, I know I wouldn't have as a coach, but we played well. Najee did what he needed to do. Deontay did what he needed to do. Ben did what he needed to do. Like what I saw, on to the next. Let's go.
Let's go. I like it. Bro, there's some good things though, man. And I'm glad that he would agree with you right there, man.
That was nice.
It sounded like you would be happy. I heard. I was like, okay, all right. I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay,
He even name dropped me too.
He did. It looks like this is a 2-part call right here. Maybe he got cut off. Moment. Here we go.
Oh, we live, baby. Yeah, Pittsburgh did that. I'm starting to see that turnaround one time. I'm starting to see it. Man, we did a good job. Deontay, he did a good job with that clutch play at the end. I was getting a little worried about him and his hands. I hope he wasn't going to get to the cold spell of him dropping it again. But we did O-line. Let me congratulations. We did a good job again. Hey, man, but we need to work on that DB. Our defensive backs, our corners. Fitzpatrick did good though. But our corners, man, there's a lot of, I guess that's play call. I know that's Canada. Who was it? Wrong.
You wanted to blame Canada for the defensive back.
We want to go with right there, man. He had a part 2. Do we want to play the part 2?
Yeah,
we got to go with the part
definitely.
2. He got the energy.
Man, every time I record, I gotta do it twice. But nah, we live, man. Shout out to that Steeler Nation, man. We went to the dog pound and got it done, man. Deontay, I came in clutch with that last play. I thought I was afraid of another little cold spell, him drop with the drops. But he came through clutch. Shout out to the O-line. Shout out to Big Ben, Big 7. Did it again. Okay. DBs, man, where you at, man? Fitzpatrick did good. Fitzpatrick, hold it down, baby. But DBs, where you at, man? I don't know if it was the defense coordinator. I don't know whether it just play call. I don't know. DBs, come on, let's go. But hey, Watt, look good. Boss, well, get in the game, baby. Hey, Steeler Nation, baby.
That was great.
That was awesome right there. I like that energy. There's a lot of energy right there, man.
That was awesome.
See, that's how when you call in, that let me know he's having a good time.
Oh,
that let me know he was fired up. That means he really enjoyed the game, and that's all we want.
Are we with him on the DBs?
Like I said, I thought some of it was more so just our commitment to the run, and that was why you were going to have some of those open plays like that. Now, could you be upset and say you want your guys a little bit closer on some of those throws? Sure. But as a whole, I didn't think that was going to kill us. I was fine with them.
I don't think it was anything like the Broncos game in the fourth quarter where you leave after that game and you're like, oh, what the hell happened? Yeah. Like, why did we give up so many passing yards? This one felt like, you're right, we were committed to stopping the run.
Mm-hmm.
There was a play here or there, but they really didn't gash us. I thought their best plays were either the running plays or their screen passes.
I would agree.
That was it.
I would definitely agree, man.
And the receivers dropping. I will say that. I mean, it could have been worse if they could have kept some of those drives going and the receivers weren't dropping them. But how the result played out, I thought we were all right.
All right, man,
secondary.
we'll take it. I ain't tripping. I am not tripping. All right, who else is getting it off their chest? Here we go.
Moats and Deke, my youth. This is G. Alexander from Richmond, Virginia. Wagwan. Address the elephant in the room. First of all, great game by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Great team win. Now we get to that fake field goal. Hey, I understand the need to be aggressive, and I like the call, but Bob's got to throw that ball away in the end and don't take that hit. Overall, the defense played good. You see Loudermilk in there doing some stops. I saw Taco in there rushing. Defense played good. Offense played great. Offensive line played much needed a great game. They didn't allow Myles Garrett and the defense to sack Ben too much. Still more often than I would have liked, but it was a great game. We just got to keep the momentum going. We can make that push. The Jets is looking like they get ready to beat Cincinnati, which will be another great day. Hey, way to move up the ranks. Great team win. And, hey, you see that they was talking about, the nose guard from the Eagles could be up for trade block. Hey, maybe we should go get him. But once again, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. One.
I like it.
You talk about Fletcher Cox?
Yeah. Fletcher's the one that everybody's, oh man, should we get Fletcher? I like Fletcher. I just don't think he fits our scheme, man. He's built like Cam, but what he's done his whole career has been drastically different than what you've asked of Cam. Cam has to do more of the two gapping and being more thick in his rushes, whereas with Fletcher, he's getting upfield, man, more so just getting off, like doing what he does. And in a 4-3 defense, you can get away with that, but in our defense, puts some linebackers in a little bit more of a bind that way. So
okay,
that's my only thing. That's the only reason why I didn't like it per se. I kind of like Geno a little bit better. Just I think he fits.
He's a free agent,
right? He would fit what we're trying to do, but then it's more so where is he at health wise? Where is he at? In terms of just desire to play as well. Right. I mean, when you start getting to this point in the season as well. All right, we got time for a couple of more though. Let's
do it.
Yo, what up, Deke? What up, Moats? This is Chase calling from Arizona. Gotta say, an impressive win. Definitely happy we paid TJ all that money, man. Sure working out for us. I gotta say, Johnson stepping up as a number one wide receiver, so is Claypool, man. Gotta say, Najee's getting better as the season goes, and that offensive line, man, really opening up them holes. I gotta say, I didn't like that we went for that fake field goal for the touchdown, and, man, I'm not happy that Boz is out right now. Hoping he can be back next week, but gotta say, all around stepping up as a team, and it looks like it's a team effort, and looks like we're starting to stack up them wins, man. And then Jets just beat the Bengals. Looking like we can come back in the AFC North and possibly win it. But I'll catch you guys on a live stream. Peace.
Straight like that. And yes, they did get that dub, which was huge, man. We needed that. So shout out. All right, we're going to do what? We'll take two more.
Yeah.
Unless they're short ones. If they're short, then we do 3.
Okay, works for me.
And then after that, we rolling. Here we go.
Hey guys, this is Rich Rasmussen out in South Dakota. That was one heck of an exciting game. I would like to say the defense was amazing throughout that game. The run, I really didn't see that rush defense coming. I think Isaiah Loudermilk's one of the best rush defenders we've got. The offensive line stepped up really good in the second half. The getting Najee going was pivotal in that game, and then just started moving the offense. Great to see the win. You guys have a good one.
That was a short one.
I like it. It's all right. It was a short one, so I'll hold true and do 2 more. Then after that, we done. Huh.
Yes, indeed. A win is a win.
Okay.
What's up, fellas? It's Chaz from the North Shore, 412 Pittsburgh. You know me.
Absolutely.
Anyways, yeah, breakdown. Defense held their own. That's what we needed. Losing Boswell was big. A lot of pressure on poor Presley. But he came through. I mean, the second kickoff was straight and down the middle, 10-yard line. First wasn't so great. I was hoping to see a field goal attempt, but I guess they weren't going to push it. Najee looked good. Ben looked good. It was the defensive struggle, and our defense held out, and we got the win. And that's that. That's a wrap. So moving on to Chicago. Not my favorite town. All right, fellas. We'll see you on the chat tomorrow. Peace. Bye.
Let's go.
Is it short enough?
That was short.
Short enough for one more?
All right, here we go. Who this last one going to be? I'm low-key nervous because I'm about to just close my eyes and just pop on one of these real quick. Uh-oh. Hopefully there's nothing crazy being said. Lord have mercy. Whew, is this the one? I'm nervous. All right, this seems about right. Here we go, last one.
Moats, Deke, what's up? It's Juicebox 32. Yo, shout out to the upper room. Hey, I'm just saying this game right now, it's 15-10. When I'm watching it, I'm calling. This offensive line looks amazing. I was gonna say that. They have made such progression over these games. I just wish our receivers could get a little separation, but at least they're making the catches. It's not as many drops as much as it is not getting open per se. Defense is playing really well. We are getting gashed though. I mean, I know they're so focused on the run, which we're stopping them from running, but then that's leaving receivers wide open. But I still think we got a chance to win this. I do not think we should have went for that fake with Boswell. But I do also think that Boz should have given it up a lot earlier, or at least ran, try to get a couple of yards, make it worse for them or something. He just got out of bounds. I hope it's just he's not out for next week. But I'm really liking the way this team is progressing, the way we're looking. I'm pretty confident and optimistic about us. All right, love you guys.
Major respect right there, man.
You think the ball's run would have ended better?
He still would get fired on. Just run out of bounds. Try that next time. Just take it right there to the sideline. You'd be good to go, man. But always good getting off of your chest after a dub like how we were able to do today. So I like that, man. That was fun.
I did too. Those calls are a lot better than losses. I'll tell you that.
Hey, no question. It just sounds like everybody's a little bit more juiced up after the win. It's a nice way to put it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man. So with that being said, that is it for today's show. But once again, Upper Room members, remember tomorrow at 12:20. Tomorrow at 12:20, right here on the live, we'll have Zach Banner on. Ask him your questions that you want to ask him, as we always do, man. That's going to be a blast, man, to talk with him. And then from there, we'll have our show on Wednesday, I believe it is. So yeah, we'll keep that thing going. But everyone, please check those community tabs, man, once, twice a week, man, or have your notifications on, because we do put all the information in terms of show times and things like that in there. So definitely check that. But with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. Hope y'all had a great time trick-or-treating. Shout out to it being November the 1st. And until next time, baby.
Peace.